push the button.
Red one? Can't hear you.
Yeah. And I think once we go live, you'll want to be like that.
The green?
Because that sends it through, I believe. We look like we're just a few seconds from going live. So
It's on the Eunice Cardinal Sports, correct?
yes, should be. YouTube, Eunice Sports, or HobbsAmerica.com. Same old, just no radio tonight.
No radio, huh? That's what I told everybody look for is on the radio. Oh, well.
Yeah. Yeah, it will not be on the station tonight. We're showing 3 greens and we're ticking. Let's see. It's still going round and round. We are testing 1, 2, 3, testing 1, 2, 3. Getting ready to go live here in Tucumcari for Eunice versus Raton. We are testing mics.
Testing 1, 2, 3. Eunice Cardinal Football 2022 here in Tucumcari, New Mexico. Eunice Cardinals versus the Raton. What are they? Panthers? Tigers?
Raton Tigers, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
Tigers. Los Tigres de Raton.
I think we sound pretty good.
Sound pretty good. Am I enunciating the words?
Yep. So we are live, so everybody's hearing us. We will get started here.
There it is.
All right, we're being told we're on and clear by the station. So good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another season of Eunice Cardinal football here from Tucumcari, New Mexico. Tonight, the 2A number 1 ranked coaches poll, number 2 ranked Max Preps team in the state. The Eunice Cardinals will face off against the 3A number 4, number 5 ranked Raton Tigers. At a neutral site matchup here in Tucumcari at Rattler Stadium. These two teams faced off last season in Eunice. Eunice slapped the Cardinals with an embarrassing home loss en route to a semifinal playoff berth in the 3A division. They finished the season last year 11-1. The Cardinals used that loss as somewhat of a building block and went on to finish the season with another state championship. Tonight will be the first game of the year for both of these programs. I'm Jimmy Jones alongside my partner, Eunice School Board member Rosendo Caballero. Welcome, Rosendo.
Hello, sir. Thank you for inviting me back this football season.
Absolutely. We're excited. It's going to be another good year. Charlie Fairbrush is going to be with us again this year. However, tonight, due to the 4-hour drive getting up here, by the time he could get off work, he wasn't going to be able to make it in time. So, due to his work, he will not be with us tonight, but will be for the season. So I'm excited to get this sports year started. Had a great season last year, a great year last year. State championships around the horn, baseball, football.
It was a great year for Eunice Cardinals.
Some great finishes by the girls in different sports, and just all around a great year. So now we're back to football season.
Yes, back to football season. Up here in Raton. Where are we at? In Tucumcari.
Yeah. Up here in Tucumcari. Last time I was in Tucumcari, 1994, we played in a state championship in Clayton, New Mexico, and we stopped here and practiced on this field, and it was like 5 degrees outside. Wind chill of in the negatives.
That's a good day to practice
cold.
right there. That's some good football weather.
Absolutely.
And right now it's kind of cool and overcast.
Yes. For the Eunice Cardinals here this season, they are coached by Greg Jackson. Jackson enters his 4th season at the reins of this Eunice team. His teams have captured championships every single year that he has been at the helm. Last year, the Cardinals finished 9-3 with a championship win down at rival Jowl. Eunice had losses last season to Raton, 35-0, to Lubbock Christian over in Lubbock, Texas, which was a interesting game, and a mid-season loss to Jowl. In 2021, the state was under the COVID restrictions and faced shortened seasons that year. Eunice finished the COVID season 5-0 and won what most have deemed the COVID Bowl, which took place at the University of New Mexico against Texaco. In Eunice, we call that a championship. We even put the board up on the wall. Everybody that didn't win that year says that
they're blasting a little bit, I believe.
Yours and Jimmy's mic are blasting. All
Look
right.
at this two right here, coming down a notch.
Just a notch down. All right. Anyway, what I was saying is everyone who didn't win that year has said that didn't count. all the teams that did win that year said yes, it did.
I believe it did count.
So in 2019-2020, the Cards went 11-1. They won another state championship that season. That season, the only loss came on the road against, at the time, 3A Tularosa. That loss to Tularosa was the first loss for the Cardinals in nearly 30 games. They had went undefeated for 2 years prior to that season. For Eunice, the 2016 season was the last year Eunice has failed to win the last game of the season. That year, the Cards lost by 1 point in the championship game in the 3A division against Capitan. Eunice now has won 16 state football championships, plus the COVID season, which once again the NMA does not recognize. So unofficially, we call it 17. The NMA calls it 16. Overall, Artesia has won the most state championships with 30. They're number one in the country in overall state championships. Lovington, who also won last year, is now sitting at 19. They are 3 ahead of Eunice. All of the teams in the top 5 in overall state titles are from the southeast corner of the state, including our partners to the south, JAL, who has 11. This Eunice team is a completely different team from last year and from the last few years. Eunice, last season's team graduated as big a senior class as I can ever remember. Of the 22 starting positions on offense and defense last year, 17 of those guys are gone to graduation, including the Lee County Offensive Player of the Year and All-State quarterback Conager Pierce, and the 2A Defensive Player of the Year in All-State defensive end Ovi Ontiveros. The Cardinals also graduated All-State, both sides of the ball, Micah Tippett, speedster Zeke Benton, who is also an All-State youngster, defensive back and receiver Sean Stinson, defensive back Gio Chacon, speedster Josh Carlos, All-State lineman and now college baseball player Jorge Ontiveros, All-State lineman and now college lineman Antonio Granados, linebacker Marcus Tricero, center Julius Woods, All-State receiver linebacker George Ortega, and I'm sure I'm missing some others, but those are the ones that I could think of off the top of my head today when I was in a hurry and writing my notes down. My apologies to anybody out there that I might have missed. Sorry, I'm not trying to be disrespectful.
You apologize ahead of time.
Returning for the Cardinals, there are numerous folks that got significant playing time last year. Returning for the Cardinals are wide receiver speedster Ashton Thompson. Thompson comes from a family of Eunice sports stars from days gone by. His dad and uncle were Cardinal greats that won state championships. His wife comes from a JAL family with great sports success, so he's got the genes of Lee County sports success in him. Thompson exploded midway through the season last season after struggling early. There was a joke going on, I think it was true though, that somewhere in the middle of the season they went and got him some glasses and all of a sudden he could see.
I believe that's true.
And the next thing you know, he's grabbing passes.
Catching everything and scoring touchdowns.
Yeah, he had a huge championship game against JAL. Was huge in that championship game. Brendan Trevino is a linebacker who was a major part of last season's success. He returns and should be one to watch on defense. Jonathan Caballero was a defensive strong spot last year. He's a senior, the son of my radio partner next door here. Keep your eyes on little Caballero. He's always around the ball. Ryan Teague will be a staple on defensive line and possibly the offensive line this year. He returns as an integral part of last season's team. Jerry Hawkins is another returner from last season. He was a big part of last season's defensive line. Kevin Garcia had a great year last year on both sides of the ball. He's not very big, but he reminds me a lot of my youngster, Chloe, and your youngster. And you know, just because they just have that heart.
Tenacity.
He's one of those guys. He's like a little pit bull.
Yep, go out to get the ball, boy.
That's right. He's a firecracker on both sides of the ball. Maddox Mata was on the field quite a bit last year at the receiver spot. It's my understanding this year they've got him playing some running back. I'm sure he'll play on the defensive side of the ball as well. Jacob Ortega, Van Brecken, the Garrett brothers, Jorge Gomez, all players that I can think of off the top of my head that saw significant playing time last year in different positions. And once again, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure I'm missing some. My apologies.
For example, special teams, we got Woods.
Oh, yes.
He kicks
field
goals.
Kicker.
He improved quite a bit over the summer. So
Elgin Woods.
That's something we can keep in the ice in the hole, if you know what I mean.
Absolutely. This season has some newcomers that could be future stars. Elijah Melanson, remember the name. He's a freshman. The freshman plays the quarterback position. I watched this young man play junior high football all last year as Dottie was playing junior high football, so I went to all their games. I will tell you, I was impressed last year. It was like a man playing with boys out there when he was in junior high.
He's real deal, brother.
I haven't got to watch him this year, but I tell you, if he develops, this kid is Mason Caperton level at the freshman level. Now, Mason developed a lot from freshman to his senior year, but this young man has got the tools that Mason had as a freshman.
Right now.
If he can develop and get that confidence and adjust to the speed of varsity football level. He's definitely got the tools. He comes from a family of state championship level athletes. I've watched a lot of kids over the last 30 years. This kid has great potential, and I think he could be something special. The problem is he's going to have some competition for that position, so he may or may not, we'll see, get the playing time that he's going to need to develop for sure.
But it's always okay to have a little bit of competition in the same position. That way you can bring out the best of yourself in that situation.
Well, he'll be competing for that quarterback position this year against an amazing young man in Brady Colburn. Colburn is another young man that comes from descendants of Eunice sports royalty. His dad, Rance, was a state champion in Eunice. His mom, Kim, was a great athlete for the Eunice Lady Cardinals. He's got aunts and uncles and tons of other family that were Eunice greats. The kid is tough. He's hard-nosed. He can play anywhere. Last season, he saw significant time at the linebacker position and did a great job. He was also the backup quarterback for the Cards last year and saw quite a few snaps at the varsity level for this Cardinal team last year. He's solid. He's not anything flashy. He's not a guy that's going to go out there and do a backflip and spin around and spin the ball on the ground and point first down.
Don't talk too soon. You never know. I mean, he might open it up. You never know.
He just gets out there and does his job and gets it done.
Mr. Fundamental,
He's kind of a fundamental, plain old vanilla. I'm going to come out here and punch you in the mouth, and we're going to play football.
There's nothing wrong with that as long as we get the W.
Absolutely.
Just throwing the ball, handing the ball like you should.
For the Cardinals, they have a huge challenge in filling those spots with the younger players this season. If those younger players can step up and fill the shoes of the players who graduated, Eunice has a potential to be running another state championship. For Raton, For Raton, they handed the Cardinals. I'm sorry, we had somebody asking us questions, so I got lost for a second. For Raton, they handed us an unexpected and embarrassing tail kicking last year. In Eunice, the season opener, 35-0. The results of that game were shocking at the time, at least to people in Eunice. However, the Raton team was definitely for real. That very next week, they went down to Jal and handed them almost the identical whooping. Raton finished the season 11-1. They lost 7-0 in the 3A state semifinals against a team they had beat fairly easily a couple of weeks prior. Raton returns the majority of last season's team. They did graduate a few of their key players, but, man, they've got the meat and potatoes back. I think they only had about 5 seniors on their team last year. So most of these kids are back from an 11-1 team that had wins over Eunice, wins over Jal, wins over West Las Vegas, wins over Robertson, wins over St. Mike's. This team is the real deal, and most of those kids are back. Senior running back Caden Walton returns. This young man is like a bowling ball on the field last year. Last year he gave the Cardinals fits. They would hit him. His freaking shoulders would touch the ground, but his feet were still pumping, and the next thing you know, he kind of that Barry Sanders type kid that shifty and just tough to bring down, falls out of the pile, and the next thing you know, he's still running. He gave us fits last year. He comes from a family, up the Walton family there in the Raton area. Longtime magistrate judge Warren Walton, a friend of mine, former president of the Magistrate Judges Association. He just recently retired. Warren learned or had a mentor judge by the name of Russell Martin, as some of you listeners out there might remember, a longtime Eunice and Jal resident. Yes. Russell was Warren's mentor judge when he started on the bench many, many moons ago. So shout out to Russell, shout out to Warren if he's listening. Great public servant here in New Mexico. Raton likes to play old-school, hard-nosed football. They play that Dave Lynn style, line up, feet to feet, and we're going to punch you in the throat and make you like it. Eunice plays the spread. They run the spread offense. It's you can bet Eunice is going to throw the ball 70+% of the time, maybe more than that. Raton's just the opposite. They're going to run it 70% of the time. For Raton to be successful, they need to control the line of scrimmage and force feed a heavy dose of you're going to take this fist right down your throat. For Eunice, they've got to be able to throw the ball. This newly rebuilt line must provide the quarterback, either Colburn or Melanson, some time to throw the football. If our quarterback has time to deliver the ball, our offense could see huge success today. We've got some speedsters out on the wides, and if they can get the ball in open space, they could really give the defense fits. It's going to be a tale of two things. We're either going to be able to spread them and control the line of scrimmage, or they're going to punch it down our throat. Defensively, our defensive line and linebackers must control the box. We must force Raton into the 3rd and long. We're going to jump up. They are playing the national anthem, so we will take a quick break. We'll be right back.
BTH Services is a locally owned and operated family-oriented business. BTH Services and Rental is a Porta-John and equipment rental company. BTH Services and Rental also clears right-of-ways and right-of-way reclamation. Please call 575-964-3104. That's 575-964-3104 for all of your company needs. BTH Services and Rental is also looking for a 1-ton CDL driver. Please apply at 2100 Avenue O in Eunice. BTH Services and Rental is a proud sponsor of Lee County Athletics.
Eunice has a friendly small-town atmosphere, great schools and churches, and a low cost of living. The entire community is very involved with all levels of sports and academics. The Eunice Department of Motor Vehicles' new office hours are Monday through Thursday, 7:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. and Friday, 7:30 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. No testing on Friday. Eunice, a friendly small town with a wonderful community and amenities. The Eunice Clinic is proud to support the Eunice Cardinals. Go Cardinals! You're the pride of Eunice. The Eunice Health Clinic offers many of the same basic services that many local physicians provide. They specialize in sick care for all ages, women's exams, physicals, health education, lab tests, and diagnostic studies. They're proud supporters of athletic and academic events. The Eunice Health Clinic is proud to back the Cardinals. Go Cards!
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another broadcast of Eunice Cardinal Sports. I'm Jimmy Jones alongside Rosendo Caballero. We are here in Tucumcari, New Mexico. It's green. It looks like they've got a lot of rain. I was speaking to some of their folks, and they said they've been getting a lot of rain up here.
On the drive up here is nice and pretty once you live south.
Man, the grass on the sides of the road, 20, 30 miles of here, look better than my yard. I mean, and I got a sprinkler system.
That doesn't say much.
Yeah, that's probably true. I hadn't went any yards of the month this
Hey, you got one more month. One more month.
I'm gonna have to complain about them selectors, but
talk to the committee, huh?
Hey, while we've got it, just a quick second, I want to give a shout out to some of our sponsors: Cardinal Hardware and Lumber, the Davis and Myers family, Eunice Pump and Supply, the Nogelmeyers and Matthews, Eunice Health Clinic, Leanne Reeves and all the group up there, the Eunice Public Schools, Redbird Gas and Bart Parker, the City of Eunice, Mayor Billy Hobbs and all the staff and gang, Shannon Cummins and all of those folks over there, Parker Energy, Brett and Penny, Eunice Wrecker and Rental, John Dean Davis, Devon Energy. The only person I could think of right off the top of my head is my son-in-law, Bryce Jenkins, BTH Services and Rental, Chad Howler and family, NMR Pipeline LLC. The Bettis family, Dale Bettis, Billy Thrash, that entire group. Thank you guys for all that you do. We've got a new board this year. It's going to be different, so bear with us a little bit today. We've got this. It's an awesome new board. They've gave us some great equipment, but we've never used it before. So if we look a little lost or push the wrong button, and all of a sudden we're playing you an episode of The Simpsons.
one man, too, with the camera, so bear with us.
Yeah, we got Rosendo doing one hand on the camera.
Why you gotta drop my name
call
like
him out that way. If he's pointing at the wrong direction, you don't blow me up.
Like, focus, squirrel.
But we do have some new equipment. We want to thank TJ and all the staff back there at the station that helps us with that. Evie back at the station for helping us tonight. I think that's who's helping us
Yeah,
tonight.
she sent us a text. Hey, y'all too loud, boys.
Yeah. So anyway, we're getting ready to get started here. They've got about 40 seconds showing left up here on the clock. And the Cardinals are jogging back and forth over there. They look like doing some cross-country workouts, and Raton's ready to go.
Ready to rock and roll. It's going to be a tough game for Eunice. I think they're going to come out here and do their best.
Yeah.
And we should get a win if they do their best. But it's going to be, like you said, smash-mouth football. Yeah. And as you can tell, we're young. We're a little small, but we're fast.
Yeah.
Sometimes speed kills, right?
Yeah, especially in that spread offense. I think if we can give our quarterback, a good 3 seconds. And he can deliver some passes, we've got the speed and the quickness to be able to be just fine.
Also, the wide receivers got to get open.
Yeah.
Do run good routes, run good solid routes, get out there. And your running backs, if they stay in, they got to block. They got to sit there and block for them. So.
Yeah, I think the key to everything today is going to be that front line. Right. If we can give our quarterback time and if we can control it, at least make it neutral on the defensive side of the ball to slow down their running game, we're going to be okay. If not, we'll look like we did last year, and it could be a long, long night or a short night, I guess.
That's how you want to look at it, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So Eunice will be receiving the ball. Oh, they're going to be kicking off.
Yep.
I'm going to try my best here. Charlie, we're going to be missing you, boss. You got any tips, you better send them to me in a text real quick. So I'm trying to get this back corner, and I believe I can. This is as far as I can move it out due to the outlet. So back and forth. If
you get dizzy at home, it's Rosendo. It's not me. He's the one
moving it real fast.
Yeah, he's the one trying to make you dizzy, not me.
I'm a rookie. So Elgin's be kicking it off. So that guy in a minute ago, he pulled up and asked me where to go on. I told him. And can I tell the Raton guys? You tell anybody you want.
Well, okay. Yeah, I guess some of our Raton fans want to log in. So here goes the kickoff. They do that little squib kick that they did a lot of the time last year. The player, I couldn't tell for sure who it was. I forgot my glasses out there in the car, so all these numbers look blurred together for me. I'm getting old.
I believe it's number 23.
23, that's Michael Jordan. Or now, in this case, it's Shane Ashley, the cornerback / wide receiver. He takes the ball down about the, looks like they're at about the 38. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for Raton here about the 38-yard line. Eunice is set up in the defense. Raton set up in that, they got 2 wide to the left, 2 wide to the right. Quarterback and running back in that old pistol set in the backfield. And there is probably going to be an offsides.
Off 74.
That's Manuel Gota.
Find it.
That's what my paperwork indicates.
Yes, sir, you are correct.
So Eunice jumps offsides the first play of the game, so that's going to make it 1st and 5. Raton hurries back to the line of scrimmage in the same formation.
And he was right in front of the ball, too.
Yeah, just got to keep an eye on the ball. So here we go, 1st and 5 after the penalty. They're going to throw it out here wide. After I was talking about them giving us a heavy dose of running, they come out in the first play as a pass out to the sideline, and it looks to me like they're going to have a first down. That's most likely going to be 1st and 10. They're about the 49-yard line, and they are going to signal a first down.
All they needed was 5 more yards to get there, so that's Jonathan's first tackle of the year.
Yep.
Don't get started real good. Open this a little bit higher. Get a better view.
All right. Once again, we're messing with our equipment here, just trying to make sure everything's going well. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. We got 3 people in the backfield, including the quarterback. He hands it off over to that left side. That's number 4. That's the Walton that I said was hard to take down. He's hauling the whole team down the field. He's still going all the way down past the 35-yard line. I told you he was hard to take down, and that just showed it.
He was rumbling and tumbling for an extra, 10 yards?
Man, he just carried his team, their team. I think even some of Tucumcari's guys ran out there and jumped on the field and jumped on his back. Another first down. It's going to be 1st and 10. Looks like they're at about the 34-yard line.
I concur.
Raton back with 2 wide receivers out to the right, 1 to the left, 3 people in the backfield, including the QB. Here is the snap. They hand it to that tailback. He cuts up the right side. There's a flag on the play. Good tackling there. Number 23 for the Cardinals. That's going to be Luis Gomez. And it's going to be a holding penalty against Raton.
So they're kind of rusty out there for the Eunice Cardinals. Kind of hesitant to hit or get hit, one or the other. So this play is going to go in favor of the Eunice Cardinals. 10-yard penalty, correct?
Yeah, they're going to scoot them back here. It looks like they scooted them back about 10, so it'll make it 1st and 10 for Raton. We've got 10:45 and ticking on the clock. It's a 0-0 game. We're here in the first quarter. 2 to the right, 2 to the left. Quarterback in the pistol in the backfield. He throws it down the field.
In and out of the hands at a 23.
That's Gomez again. Luis Gomez. The Raton quarterback threw it right to Gomez, and I think Gomez was shocked that all of a sudden the ball almost hit him between the eyes.
What was that? He said.
And that was a rocket. The quarterback had some heat on it.
But the good thing is it's 2nd and 20 now.
Yes. Yeah, so 2nd and 20 after the incomplete pass. Would have been nice if Gomez grabs that ball. He's got some open space over here on this side. And
could have gone a long way.
Long ways.
But first we've got to catch it, right, Coach?
Yes, sir. 2nd and 10. Ball spotted about the 40. I'll call it the 43. 2 receivers right, 2 to the left. Pistol back in the backfield. Here's the snap. They're going to hand it straight up the middle to Walton. Walton's rumbling. He's stumbling. 4 or 5 people have hit him, and now he's off into open space. He's down the right side. He's still going. 3 more people hit him, and he carries them into the end zone. Touchdown, Raton.
He made that look too easy. A lot of missed tackles going for them legs. Could not wrap him up. One hit him high, one hit him low. Guys, come on now.
You know, I talked about it in the pregame last year. He did that to us. I mean, he was tough to take down. We hit that young man probably 5 times within 2 yards of the line of scrimmage, and the next thing you know, he shook it out and popped out to the side. And then we had 3 chances at him inside the 10.
Just push him out of bounds.
And he's in there.
So Raton strikes first.
It's 6-0.
Here we go for the extra point. We kick by number 1, Mr. Hopper. Yeah, left-handed, huh?
This young man can boom it. I was watching him kick 40-yard field goals in the pregame warm-up a while ago that were going through by another 5 or 10 yards easily.
So you might hit the scoreboard?
There he goes.
Nice,
he boomed one all the way back into the track, and it is straight down the middle and good. That makes it 7-0 in favor of the Raton Tigers.
Tough, boys.
Want to shout out to these sponsors again: Cardinal Hardware and Lumber, the Davis and Myers family, Eunice Pump and Supply, the Nogelmeyers and Matthews, Eunice Health Clinic, Leanne Reeves, Eunice Public Schools, Redbird Gas, Bart Parker, the City of Eunice, Parker Energy, Brett and Penny, Eunice Wrecker and Rental, John Dean Davis, Devon Energy, Bryce Jenkins, only one I can think of. I know there's a whole bunch more, and somebody will slap me tomorrow. But
we'll get text. Don't you worry about
that. That's right. BTH Services and Rental, Chad Haller and family, NMR Pipeline, the Bettis and Thrash families. Thank you guys for all that you do. We've got this new board, and it's pretty neat. Before, if you wanted to play commercials, you had to plug in a tablet or a phone and play them through this system. This board now just has push buttons. And we'll get you some of your commercials played during our breaks and some of our little spots that we have available.
Our commercial timeout, huh?
That's right. So Eunice struggling to make tackles. I mean, they did a really good job except for when Walton ran the ball.
If we can contain them enough to get enough people there to corral them like a cow or a calf, I hate to use that term, we might be successful. But so far we have not gotten even close to doing that. But it was the first series of the game, so here we go. As Eunice is going to go back and receive, we have Mata and number 10. I don't know who that is, but
there's 10:23 remaining in the first quarter. Here goes the kickoff. It's a drive deep down the field. They picked up by number 10. That's Hyan Castro. Castro breaks around the right side. He's got a little room over there, and he ran out of bounds. At about the 30, I'm going to call it the 33-yard line.
Man, Charlie's a great man. He can run this camera and zoom in, so I apologize to our listeners and the watchers right now, so bear with us.
So 10:15 remaining here in quarter number 1. It's 7-0 in favor of Raton. Eunice with their first possession here. Typical no huddle. They've got 2 receivers wide to the left. Looks like 3 wide to the right. I can't even count. That's 2. Quarterback and back in the backfield. They're going to hand it off, try to run it straight up the middle, and there's a whole host of Raton Tigers there growling and chomping, looking for some meat.
And your running back there was, sorry to cut you off, was Kevin Garcia.
He
Maybe
picked
got
up
4
about
yards.
4, yeah. After being hit right at the line of scrimmage, he drove his little legs and picked up about 4.
Go
So
for a
that'll
quick
make it
pass right here. Quick slant pass. Nice.
2nd and 7. They snap. They're rolling left.
There he is,
looking
wide
down
open.
the field. They picked up
Intercepted it.
the interception, and here goes Raton the other way. He's got some room around that left side. There's flags
Flags all over
flying
the field.
everywhere. And Raton with the interception.
Our receiver, number 5, was wide open. Just that small hesitation getting out of his hands, and that's how they got the interception.
Yeah, and I missed who was our QB on that play. Was that
Coburn.
Melanson or Coburn?
Coburn.
Coburn? That's something that we've talked about. Wasn't sure who was going to be back there at the QB position. So they've got some sort of call. Oh, they're going to call a holding after the interception. So Raton will have the INT.
They're going to bring him back about 10 yards from the initial catch.
Yeah. So they've got a INT. It's going to take them all the way back to about the 44 after the penalty's marked off. It's going to be 1st and 10. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. 3 people in the backfield for Raton. Eunice looks like they're coming on the blitz. Here they come up the middle. The ball's on the ground. They're looking to do something with it. The ball's down again. Eunice picks it up, and they've got nothing but green, but the refs are going to blow it dead.
I thought it was a forward pass, but
man, I didn't think it was I thought it was a pass to the side.
Yeah.
And I almost thought he looked like he lost it as he went to throw it, but they blow it dead, and it's the Eunice coaching staff is out on the field pointing the other direction. The official says no, and he real firmly, like he's flexing like he thinks he's Arnold, points down the field like it's this way, coach. So it's going to be 2nd and 10.
I would keep blitzing.
Ball at the 44. That blitz seemed to give him some fits.
Put them all up in there.
2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left, 3 people in the backfield. Here comes the blitz again. They pitch it out to this right side, and they've got some room. They cut it up the middle, past the first down marker, all the way down inside the 45, maybe the 44, and that's going to be a first down.
Jorge Gomez and Kevin Garcia got that tackle. Took both of them, bring them down. They wrapped them up from the legs like they need to be doing.
We are the run and the tackling is giving us fits right now.
And Raton's doing a good job coming out and blocking who they need to block.
Yeah. So 9 minutes and 10 seconds remain here in quarter number 1. It's 7-0 Raton. After the interception, they've got the ball in good position here at the 44-yard line. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. 2 people in the backfield. They snap it. Everybody look confused, and they're going to throw it deep down the sideline, out of bounds. Nobody even close. It looked like half the line, the quarterback, everybody was confused.
On both sides, on defensive side and the offensive side.
So that'll make it 2nd and 10.
So let's just chop it up as a lost play on both sides, right?
Yeah, definitely. It was like they snapped it and everybody just stood
Delayed,
there.
huh?
Like what's happening? And then all of a sudden everybody started playing. So Raton, they're not going to huddle. They're looking at those bands on their arms, kind of that Ken Stevens style that he used to use. They're all looking at their band. And now they've called the play. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. 3 men in the backfield, including the quarterback. He's going to fake the hand. Oh, no, he handed it out to that left side.
And Kevin Garcia wraps him up from his ankles and brings him down. He gained maybe 2 yards on that.
It's a good job there by Kevin Garcia, because if he gets through Garcia, he's down the field for a long run.
He stayed home.
Yep.
Very good job on that young man.
Yeah, Garcia's tough as nails. Not very big,
5 tackles already in this series.
8:30 and ticking here in quarter number 1. Raton looking to the sideline for the call.
3rd and 8 for Raton.
Ball spotted about we'll call it the 44, maybe the 43. Trips right, 1 to the left for Raton. Pistol back in the backfield. Here comes Eunice on the blitz. Now they step it back. They're going to throw it deep down the field. They've got a man open. And
good job. Good recovery.
Yes.
Their team was lost for the Eunice. That's Elgin Woods. He was lost. His receiver was wide open, but their quarterback overthrew him, but it's an incomplete pass, so it brings 4th down. And like you said, they might go for a field goal here.
Yeah, that'd be a long one.
Well, no, they're going for it, right?
Yeah, I'm guessing they're going to go. They're in Eunice territory, but shoot, that'd be a That'd be like a 60-yard field goal from right there because you add 10
Yep.
for the end zone, and then the snapper probably 6 or 7. All right, so here we go. They're going to go for it, or at least they're in that go-for-it set.
We need to bring those guys up to the line.
They
were back like if it was going to punt or something.
They may do that whole Ken Stevens thing
Oh,
where he
roll
snapped
out?
it to the back and roll it out and then punt it down the field. That kind of looks like that's what they're doing. We'll see right here pretty quick.
Oh, come on now, boys. You got to play discipline now. Delay game?
Man. No, they called
That was
offsides on ours.
delay call there, bud.
Yeah, they call
He's going
offsides
to call
Eunice.
him in over here, see what they're going to do. Who was that
He
jumped
signaled
offsides?
his hips and pointed toward Eunice. There they go. So that's going to be a 5-yard penalty on Eunice.
Oh, it's a false start on you.
Oh, now they've changed it.
Oh, it was a false start on Raton and offsides off of Eunice. So they're
They're offsetting.
offsetting. So we're back down to 0, I guess.
Yeah, the penalty's offset. It's going to be 4th and 9. Raton's got their offense on the field, but it kind of looks to me like they're trying to do the old snap to the quarterback,
As
let
much
him
time
punt
as
it.
they're wasting right now.
We're at 8:04 on the clock in the first quarter. He looks to me like he just sent in a play. They're all looking at their wrist, so I'd say they're going for it.
If you were a betting man.
Yep, it's 4th and 9. Eunice got to keep their
Yep.
and that was a
That's a
false
false
start,
start.
so that'll scoot them back 5. And they were going for it, and he was looking right all the way.
Uh-huh.
Over here, that's Elgin, right? That's
I
out
think
there.
they
Yes.
discovered something over here on the right side. I don't want to say that too loud.
Yeah, he was looking right the whole way.
So now it's 4 and 15, correct?
Yes.
4 and 14. I apologize. I was off by a yard. Imagine that.
So ball's moved back to about the 40, we'll call it the 49, maybe the 48 and a half. 8:03 on the clock.
7-0 Raton leads at this given moment.
Eunice on the field. Raton's going to go for it again. The quarterback's not happy. He's trying to move some people around and get them where they're supposed to be. Now they're moving out to the left. So they got 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Pistol back in the backfield behind the quarterback. Oh, and now we're going to have another call.
Timeout by Raton. They wasted too much
Right.
time there.
We'll step away just real second, give a shout out to some sponsors.
Devon Energy is proud to support Eunice High School athletic programs. By partnering with Eunice, Devon is making an investment in the long-term future of the community. Sports teach discipline, teamwork, and leadership. Skills our youth will use to succeed for a lifetime. From the Devon team to yours, Devon Energy wishes you good luck this season, both on the field and in the classroom. Go Cardinals!
I like that. That's perfect.
Yeah, Devon Energy. Shout out to Devon. Thanks for taking care of us. Once again, we've got those little commercials this time, so we're almost professionals now.
You can say my voice.
Yeah, not quite professionals, but almost professionals. I mean,
We're perfect for the radio, not for TV. I'll tell you that much.
no, they don't need to shoot
No,
us on
no.
the video or
We don't do
anything
that.
like that. But so anyway, after the timeout, Raton's lined up now. Now they look like they're in a punt formation. It's going to be 4th and about 14. 8:03 on the clock here in the first quarter.
Eunice has nobody back.
I think they're afraid that maybe there's a fake coming. Now they're skipping somebody back. And here's the punt.
Little
It's a
pooch.
deep one. It is headed back down the field. It's rumbling, tumbling all the way down to what looks like about the 10 or
10 yard.
11-yard line.
All I got to say on that series right there, Eunice came out with the defensive side and did their job.
Yeah.
They kind of grouped together, realized what they had in front of them, what they had to do. So
Yeah, they did a good job there, that's for sure.
Eunice going to get the ball at their own 10-yard, at the 10-yard line.
That defense stepped up, buckled down a little bit. So now it's going to be 1st and 10 Cardinals. So they're lined up about the 10. From the angle that we're at, it's a little hard to tell.
You got Kevin Garcia as running back, and you got Coburn as quarterback. And we have a,
Like a false start.
yes sir, false start on Eunice Cardinals. It's either number 7 or number 5, but I'm going to go, we'll see what happens here. Pushes them back another 5 yards, so they're at the 5-yard line. So it's 1 and 10.
Got people
15.
back home asking us what station that we're on. We're not on a station today. We're just broadcasting through the stream. HobbsAmerica.com. Click on the Cardinal or at the Eunice Sports YouTube page. Here's the snap. They fake that handoff. They throw it way over to the right, all the way like 10 feet over the receiver and out of bounds. So that's an incomplete pass.
So it's 2 and 15 for the Eunice Cardinals at their own 5 as we continue struggling there at the quarterback.
I think they're saying that pass was backwards. So
it was a live ball.
yeah.
Luckily, it skipped out of bounds.
It skipped out of bounds, so we lost.
We as receivers, we need to know that.
Yeah. Yeah, we just lost 5 or 6 yards on that play. Colburn rolling to the right. He's going to throw it down the field. He's got a man open and 10 yards behind his defender, but that ball sails over onto the track for an incomplete pass.
It's just thin air up here, I guess.
So that's going to make it 3rd, and I'm going to call it 15-16.
We got to get something going on the offensive side because the defense can't come out there constantly. They got to have a little break. They got to have a breather because they're going to get worn out come second quarter. Because remember, we're still here in the first quarter with 7 minutes and 41 seconds left. The score is 7-0 in Raton's favor.
7-0, 7:41 remaining in the first quarter. Here comes Eunice. Oh my goodness!
Was that
did the center get hit and fall backwards, or did he fall? Yeah, he did.
He fell backwards.
I'm feeling better about it because he all of a sudden just fell over backwards.
He get a penalty for flopping. That's 53, but he's not on our roster.
Yeah, and I asked Coach beforehand about the roster, and he told me everything was up to date on Max Prep, so that's what I printed out. And I see that we've got 2 85s, Tyson Acosta and Dyson Lord. So anyway, 7:41 remaining in the first. Eunice back in the spread, 3 to the right, 2 to the left. Only person in the backfield is Colburn. He's looking down the field, trying to find somewhere to throw it. He's going to tuck it and run. He runs out of bounds, and I think we're going to have a holding flag back there, way back in the backfield, would be my guess about where that flag is laying.
It's holding on the center. You brought him down with him, wrapped him up and brought him down.
So they do have a penalty. They're asking the Raton sideline if they're going to accept it or not. They haven't made this official signal up our way, but it looks like it's holding on our offensive line.
The refs out there, it's a hold we want us to do.
Yeah, it's saying it's 3rd down, so if they take it, it's 4th. If they take it, it's 3rd again. Decline it, it's 4th. So they're going to decline that penalty. That's going to make it 4th in a long ways. Eunice is going to bring in the punt team.
That was rough to watch, man.
So rough set right there for sure.
So Eunice comes out with their punting crew. I believe that's Elgin, correct?
Yeah, and he's standing at the goal line. Going to be punting from in front of his end zone.
He's hit his hands with that ball.
Oh, and they snap it almost over his head. He gets it off, though, and actually gets a pretty good punt off. And the running back for Raton
does a very good job of catching the ball.
He caught that ball right in between 3 defenders.
And made a spin move and got 1 yard out of it.
It looked like Allen Iverson with that spin move. I'm a basketball guy. And fell forward for a yard as they took him down. So
is he a senior?
I believe so this year. Okay. I believe that's right. Walton, a senior, yes. 5'9", 195 pounds. His legs look like tree trunks.
Reminds me when I was in high school.
He probably can't wear those underwear that are the
you can't wear skinny jeans, is that what you're trying to say?
Well, that too, but those, what do they call those? The like boxers that are real tight, because that guy's got like these huge tree trunks for legs.
He wears tighty whities all the time?
Maybe. So 7:24 remaining. It's 7-0. Raton has the ball. Looks like it's spotted about the 43 inside Eunice territory. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. They're going to hand it to Walton. They hit him 5 yards in the backfield. He breaks
and he's finally brought down by 24 by Jonathan, but the whole team was wrapping him up, holding him.
It looked like there's a 88.
Flag. 88 hit him first.
Jorge Gomez hit him 5 yards deep in the backfield, drove him back another 2 or 3 yards. The rest of the team jumped in, and then he came out of the pile.
And finally Jonathan wrapped him up at the end, but it took him forever. But there's a flag on the field. Was that holding against Raton?
Yeah, they called a holding against Raton, and we declined it. So after all that, I guess they must have blew the ball dead back here where Gomez had him. So we'll give Gomez a sack.
That's the only bad thing about it, when your running back is spinning and spinning and spinning in the backfield. As a blocker, you in the hole sometimes. So
yep.
I'll keep holding, guys. We appreciate it.
So 2nd and about 15. They're at about the 49. They're throwing it left. They got that little
it's intercepted by
Jonathan Caballero. They're going to saying the ball was on the ground.
Killing me. Let's review that real quick. Call the station.
Caballero comes sliding in. They were going to run that little wide receiver bubble screen or whatever you call it. I keep referring to Stevens, but Stevens used to run that all the time with
Very
Avante and
successfully.
Cam. That little wide receiver screen where he cuts through the middle, they tried to run it again there. Caballero stepped right into the passing lane, almost picked it off. In fact, it looked like from here that he did. They're saying the ball
slipped.
hit the ground. So
it's 3 and 15.
yeah, from about the 49. 2 receivers right, 2 to the left. Pistol back in the backfield. They're looking past the whole way. They're going to
Again,
throw the
screen
bubble
again.
screen out there to Walton. Walton puts a move on him. They had him in the backfield again. He's still going all the way down to the 45. So he's going to pick up about 5, but that was actually fairly good containment because, man, that guy's shifty and hard to take down.
That's a very good job once again by the Eunice Cardinals. That brings 3rd and, 7?
We're third and about 11, 12.
11, yeah.
Ball spotted at the 45. They need to get all the way up to about the 32 or 3.
So I can zoom in a little bit. Oh, it's the wrong way.
It looks to me like they're bringing in the punt team again.
Eunice so is it off on the scoreboard? Because they have 4 on the field, and that's why I'm going off the scoreboard, so I apologize. It is 4th and 12.
Yeah, it should be 4th and 12. The scoreboard's wrong, but that's all right. It's 6:05 remaining.
Oh, man, we're putting people on the field for the Eunice Cardinals.
Yeah, we've got people running
Come on,
off
guys.
and down on the sidelines. We've got our punt return group back. They're way back there. And they snap it almost over the punter's head, and he gets it off. We've got a chance to pick this one up and go.
Oh, come on.
Oh, and it rolls all the way down to the 1-yard line. Maddox Mata came up. The ball was skipping on the ground. I think that was Mata.
Yes, green gloves.
And anyway, it skipped to him, and it kind of took a funny hop, and he jumped out of the way, and it rolled all the way back inside the 1.
In situations like this, as special teams, you got to know how the offense is struggling right now. So get the ball and run a little bit, guys. Fall forward. Get an extra 5 yards if needed.
So 5:44 remaining in quarter number 1. It's 7-0. Eunice going to take over basically at the goal line. And they're going to just duck it and run straight up the middle. The ball's on the ground.
And scores an easy touchdown.
And runs it into the end zone. I can't tell who that's
was
Colburn.
Colburn handed it off to Kevin Garcia.
Oh,
and they stripped it out of his hands as soon as he came out of the pile. He did a quick spin move, but that young man stripped the ball out of his hands and scored in.
Wow.
A 5-yard touchdown.
So Raton now up 13-0, 5:37 remaining here in quarter number 1 after the strip for a touchdown for Raton.
Wow. Speechless, he said. I'm speechless.
Yeah.
So here goes Raton for the extra point. Let's see if I can zoom in here. Bear with me on this beautiful evening. Overcast, got that mountain in the background. Nice cool weather, but the score looks horrible for the Eunice Cardinal fans.
So Raton back in their kicking formation here. Going to try the PAT. Got that left-footed kicker that can boom the ball. And he booms that one all the way over the fence in the back of the field.
They said no good.
And he pulled it to the right.
One says, oh.
Oh, they've got 2 saying one thing and 1 saying another. Now they're going to say it's good.
Okay, thank you. So the score is 14-0 here, and 5 minutes and 37 seconds left here in the first quarter in Tucumcari, Eunice versus Raton.
Yeah, and I don't know what to say. I talked coming into this game about us needing to win that battle at the line of scrimmage. I think we've done a pretty good job right there. You know, as bad as I hate to say it, I think our skilled players have struggled more than that line.
Offensive line.
That offensive line has done a pretty dang good job. They gave some time. I mean, not big time, but they gave some time.
Sufficient
to
get something done. And on the other side, the first touchdown that Raton scored, other than that, the defenses came out and took care of business.
Yeah.
Kept them in the negative yardage.
Yeah.
But like I keep saying, we cannot keep leaning on our defense for this. We have to put some points on the board.
And if you think about it, last year when we played this Raton team, it was a fairly close game through 2.5 quarters, and then they ended up beating us 35-0. But it was at the end of the game where they jumped out 2 or 3 touchdowns and opened that lead up. It was fairly close, and kind of this same sort of deal. Our defense just stayed out on the field, chasing the Walton guy around, trying to bring him down. And by the second half, they were wore out.
You can only do so much on the one side of the ball. We got to have both sides of the ball running on all cylinders and try to get something done here.
I don't know if they're doing it tonight or not, but the Eunice Teen Center is going to be showing the away games this year up there on the big screen and inviting the kids of the community to come in and watch it. So shout out to Mal and the city of Eunice for doing that pretty neat deal.
Thank you very much.
So Raton gets ready to kick off. They'll be kicking from our left to right. Raton in the black and gray, Eunice in the white road jerseys, white helmets. Here goes the kickoff. It's a boomer. It may go through the uprights. It skips through the back of the end zone and heads over toward Clovis. 5:37 remaining here in quarter number 1, and it's a touchback.
I seen Clovis and Tatum. Were they going to play Hobbs or Levington tonight?
Tatum is going to, Clovis is going to Hobbs.
Hobbs?
Yep. Yeah,
Best
Clovis
of luck.
was headed up
Eagles.
there.
Hopefully the Eagles come out with a win there.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, Jow, speaking of Lee County, Jow had the big win last night, 65-0 in the second quarter. They stopped the game at halftime.
Who do they play?
Tucumcari, which is the team we're here on their field today. So here comes Eunice. Looks like the ball's going to be spotted at the 20, 1st and 10. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. They're going to fake the handoff, and then as Colburn tries to get around the side, he gets hit 5+ deep in the backfield. And just as I was saying, our line was doing good that time. It looked like the floodgates opened up.
Did they? Yeah. Is that what you want to call that, sir?
Yeah, it looked like the floodgates. Yes. 5:16, 5:15, and ticking. Second, and I mean that's almost. It looks like pretty dang close to it was a 9-yard loss. I was going to say 10, but they're setting at the 11. Original line of scrimmage was the 20, so it's 2nd and 19. 2 receivers to the left. To the right. They throw it to Mata. Mata's got a little room here. He breaks it up the middle and cuts it out the right side. He's got a little space. He's going to be close to a first down. I don't see any laundry on the field, so that was a great play for the Cardinals, the first real spark on the offensive side.
Good, strong run by Mr. Mata. He got the ball, tucked it like he's supposed to, and just put his head down and ran for his life. And he got quite a few yards. 8, 9 yards?
Yeah. 4:35 on the clock. Here in quarter number 1, 14-0, Raton in the lead. Eunice with the ball. Looks like they're going to be spotting it about the 26-yard line. 2 receivers right, 2 to the left. Colburn and I think that's Garcia.
Number 13, that's Elgin Woods.
Oh, that's Elgin in the backfield.
They're all about the same height.
Yes, they snap it. They're looking past the whole way. They've got time.
There it is.
Got to do something with it. They threw a flag.
In and out of the hands of number 10 for the Eunice Cardinals.
High and Castro. They're going to call holding, I'm assuming.
Yep.
What is that play? What was that called? That's a new one for me.
I did not see him. I was looking at the laundry on the floor.
Ref looked like he did a WWE type move. He looked like he was practicing his karate kata or something.
It looked like he was on the center because he snapped his hands.
Kind of went like this and
body
made
slam.
Some kind of weird. I guess somebody slammed somebody.
He overpowered him, I guess.
And now they're showing a holding sign. I guess he was telling our coaching staff that he took somebody down, but his motion that he made, I was thinking Ralph Macchio and Karate Kid. He was going to do the crane on somebody.
That's the second time that young man has done that. Earlier we got he's a center, and he's a little tall, and the person in front of him is kind of short, and he's wrapping him up and swinging him over.
So that's going to push the ball all the way back to about the 10-yard line. It's 3rd and 20. 4:06 remaining on the clock.
So Eunice is going to take a timeout.
Yeah, let's jump over and hear from a sponsor right quick while we've got a second.
The Eunice Clinic is proud to support the Eunice Cardinals. Go Cardinals! You're the pride of Eunice. The Eunice Health Clinic offers many of the same basic services that many local physicians provide. They specialize in sick care for all ages, women's exams, physicals, health education, lab tests, and diagnostic studies. They're proud supporters of athletic and academic events. The Eunice Health Clinic is proud to back the Cardinals. Go Cards!
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to beautiful Tucumcari. A beautiful night here, nice and cool. The score isn't very beautiful. It's 14-0 right now in favor of Raton. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 20. Eunice decided to take a timeout. We just heard a commercial from the Eunice Health Clinic. We appreciate Leanne Reeves, Elma, Nikki, Brian, Aaron, all the staff down there. We appreciate you guys and all you do for helping bring these broadcasts to the people back home.
And I just got a text from Evie. The score is Levington 8, Roswell High 14 first quarter. Hobbs 13, Clovis 0 first quarter.
Wow.
So that's your local update.
So here comes Eunice, trips left, one to the right. They're rolling left the whole way, looking down the field. They throw it. Ooh, it was almost picked off by Raton. That was number 9 for Raton, Wyatt Berry, that jumped into the passing lane.
He came a long ways to get there. He did a very good job.
He did. That pass was intended for Mata.
He was open just a split second, so.
4 minutes remaining on the clock. That's going to make it 4th and a long ways for a first down. So Eunice looks like they're sending the punt team on the field.
Once again, right on the goal line, or is he in the? He is back there in the.
Yeah, he's probably standing in the end zone. It looks
believe
like.
he is.
So here goes Eunice. They snap
low
it.
Snap.
Ooh man, flags flying everywhere.
Offsides on Tucumcari. I apologize, Raton.
So that'll scoot them up a little bit. That'll make it 4th and about 15 rather than 20. So I would guess we'll.
It's a little bit
again.
outside. Huh?
Yeah. So the punt team lines back up. We run a spread everything. We spread on the punt. We've got 2 receivers right, 2 out here to the left. Here we go. We snap it. Here goes the kick. It's an end over run. It's partially blocked. It's headed over toward the sidelines, and it just barely gets back inside the initial 10 yards from our.
I don't think we went to 10 yards.
Yeah. So
that block made a big difference. So once again, here comes the defense out here for the Eunice Cardinals. Here in the first quarter.
And it looks like they're going to set the defense up about the 26-yard line. So Raton with a great field position again. 3:52 remaining. We're just in quarter number 1. It's 14-0. Raton is knocking at the door again.
Pass, run, score.
Man.
Let's go. Hopefully it's an interception.
Looks like we've got 2 receivers
to
the left.
Everybody's
2
coming.
to the right. Here comes the whole team. We're all coming after him.
We better stop him if we do.
And he gets back to about the original line of scrimmage. So we showed blitz the whole way. Not only did we blitz the linebackers, we blitzed the safety. Shoot, I think we sent in a couple of the coaches on that one.
I think it was a direct snap to the running back on that play.
Okay. Yeah, very, very interesting. That whole backfield to the Cardinals emptied out, and here the whole group came. There was no box anymore. It was a line.
This is what we're going to bring you.
So Raton back to the line of scrimmage. They're setting it about the 25. It's 2nd and a little over 9. They pitch it out here to the right side. Somebody was back there and had him, but Walton's still rumbling, stumbling. He was hit 5 yards deep in the backfield again, gets away from the first tackler. Very seldom do you see the first tackler take that young man down, and then he picks up about 5.
The good thing is that our guys are getting back there, just not wrapping them up. I know in this game it's going to be very difficult to do single tackles. But in the future, that's very promising.
Yeah. Not every team has a Walton on their team. You know, that young man is man, I'm telling you.
He's unique.
High school level, that's like Barry Sanders type stuff that he does. He's very shifty. He's got tree trunks for legs, and he is hard to take down.
I concur.
So 3rd, and we'll call it 6. 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Pistol backfield.
Pass.
They're looking past the whole way. Had some pressure on him. He breaks out of the pocket, heads over down the right side, trying to get in, and he's knocked out of bounds.
But is he getting up for a first down?
It's going to be close. Well, it looks like they brought him back about 4 yards farther than.
I believe the chain is moving.
They gave it to him, yep.
Unfortunately, that's the first down in here in a while.
Yep.
The Eunice Cardinals has given.
So that's going to make it 1st and 10. I'm trying to see where they're set up. Is that about the 15? 15, 16 maybe?
Maybe 16.
So they're set up here. 2:16 remaining on the clock here in quarter number 1. Eunice trails 14-0 to Raton here in Tucumcari. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right, 3 backs in the backfield along with the quarterback. Here they go. They're going to hand it to Walton. He's headed over to that left side, and this time the Cardinals get to him and do a great job of open field tackling.
Combination tackle by Brandon Trevino and Jonathan Caballero out there.
Yep.
Brandon got him at the bottom. Jonathan got him up top.
Yeah, that's good open field tackle on a tough guy to bring down.
Coach Lynn, what I would say, gang tackle.
Yep.
Gang tackle, gang tackle.
Yeah.
And that's a good example that it works.
He'd also say, boy, you look like Ned in the 3rd grade, but that's another subject. So 1:45 remaining here in the first quarter. It's 14-0. Raton back to the line of scrimmage. They're getting the calls from the sideline, looking at the little sleeves on their arm. 2 receivers right,
I think we're
2 to the
rushing
left.
again.
Yeah, we've emptied out the backfield again. We've got nobody back
It's a
in the
direct
safety.
snap, so.
And here they're going to send somebody.
Oh, he
2
moved.
people in
He moved.
motion. Yes. The flags come flying.
We're all anxious. He moved.
Illegal
He
procedure.
moved.
They're going to scoot them back.
We'll take anything we can right now.
Yes, we need some he moves.
He moves.
Yep. So second, and that'll make it about 14. They're going to scoot the ball back.
So it's 2 and 15?
It looks
Yeah.
like second and 14, second and 15.
We'll split the difference.
Yeah, somewhere in that general vicinity.
Second, 14.5.
And they're shifting some people off and on the field.
Real slow, huh?
Here they go.
Tone.
So what they're doing is they're sending Walton over to the backfield.
Yep, like a wildcat
Yes.
offense.
And they're kind of acting confused, but I don't think they're as confused as they're acting. I think that's part of the play. Trips to the left,
We have
twins.
no strong safety.
2 receivers out here to the right. Here comes the whole team headed after Walton.
We've got a flag
There's
on the
flag
field.
on the play. Walton goes right up the middle, and he runs it down to around the 10-yard line. But flags flew
I
everywhere.
believe it was whole on Raton.
Yep, so they're going to bring that back.
See, that's how confident Raton is right now. They're running different plays, different situations to get some practice in, you can say.
For sure.
But the Eunice Cardinals are holding our own on the defensive side. Our offensive side is struggling quite a bit. I can't remember the last time we've punted 2 times, 3 times in the first quarter. But
Yeah, I mean, the crazy part is we're still in the first quarter.
yeah, we're still.
It's 1:20 remaining in the first quarter.
That clock even running sometime?
And not very fast.
Who's running it, Billy? I'm joking, Billy.
2 receivers left, 2 to the right, and Eunice is going to
on
jump
74.
offsides.
Come on, boy, you're right in front of the ball.
That's Manuel Gota again.
That's the second time tonight, young man.
And
Good
he
ball.
he
Got him.
heads to the sideline. They send somebody in for him.
Big 54. Who's 54 for the
Big
Eunice Cardinals?
5'4" is Ryan Teague.
Big old boy.
Big man, 6'2", 240 on Teague.
Make it simple. Ball move, you move.
That's man size right there. Teague
telling
comes on, 1 minute, 20 seconds remaining in quarter number 1. Got trips over to the left for Raton. Nobody out here wide to the right. Got a tight end.
I would crash. This kid over here in black sleeves and black leggings, I would crash. I'll just come straight back down.
Be about our luck. He'll do that, and they'll run a little out pattern with that tight end, and nobody home.
Our strong safety is so far up as well. We're
Pistol
We'll be-
back in the backfield. Here they go. They're
Roll
rolling
that-
left,
oh,
run
yeah.
that option. They pitch it out to Walton. Walton's
Walton-
bobbing.
we got
He's
a flag
weaving.
over
He's
there.
headed down the field. Flags flying everywhere.
and he was brought down by 81.
81
Cardinals.
for us is Caden Jacobson, sophomore. Flags everywhere. I'm assuming it's going to be on Raton. That's in
Holding
the place
again.
of another hold.
Thank you. Hold all you want, bud.
So that'll help the Cardinals significantly as Walton was headed down there close to a first down.
Is this your moonshine?
Well, it looks like moonshine. I don't.
Or is it holy water so we can spray some
I
on the-
think it is. I think it's so that we can pray here at halftime. Shout out to the churches of Lee County. You know, they could sponsor us if they'd like. We need some of those, but I think that is holy. All right, so 1:12 remaining here in quarter number 1. It's 14-0. Raton, after multiple penalties and all kinds of craziness, it's second a long dang ways. Ball spotted about the 35-yard line. They need to get down to the 5 for a first.
The bad thing about this, the defense for the Eunice Cardinals has been out there a long time, play after play after play.
I would.
So
It's second in a long, long ways. They're
Mm-hmm.
calling it 35 up on the board, so that looks pretty close. I
They
can't
take
be
forever.
35. Here goes the snap. They're looking past the whole way. They
and
throw
the
it
kid was
down
wide
the
open
middle,
in the middle.
and he's hauling people still going down the field. Is that Walton again? No, that's not Walton, huh?
That's Watson's little brother.
Yeah, I guess that's
The number 3, 4, or them. That sure is.
That is a little Walton. That's sophomore Walton. So they got 2 Waltons out there. They got a senior Walton and a sophomore Walton. Sophomore Walton just carried 2 or 3 defenders an
And
extra
they also
5
have
yards.
a freshman Walton. He's
Too
running
many-
back
too
as
many
well.
dang Waltons out there.
The whole city's made of Waltons.
I'm telling you, keeping up with the Waltons. It's third, and we'll call it 6.
Instead of keeping up with the Waltons.
Ball spotted about the 11.
So it's third and 6, you said?
Yeah. About 30 seconds remaining in quarter number 1. Lots of shifting, lots of movement. They're going to go to that Walton in the backfield direct snap thing again. Trips to the left. two receivers to the right. Walton in the backfield by himself. They're going to snap it to him. The ball hit the ground. They had him 5 yards. He's breaking out to the outside. He's tough to take down, and he's into the end zone.
A couple of missed tackles by the Eunice.
Was that 10 that had him 5 yards in the backfield?
Yes, sir. That was 10, and then 81 missed him 2 yards in the backfield, and he just did a couple of stiff arms, and he walked in the end zone after he picked the ball off the ground.
Yeah, they snapped it into the ground. It skipped under the ground to Walton, and as we mentioned, he then put the dipsy-do, do-si-do, and looked like he was dancing.
This was a long series for the defense, for the Eunice Cardinals. Not making excuses or anything, but they've been on the field a lot more than the offense has this game.
It's 20-0 here. We're still in the first quarter.
With 11 seconds left, correct?
Yes.
So here goes Raton for their extra point.
Kicker's back. He's going to send it over toward Portales. It's headed that direction right now, and it stops right through the goal post on its way to Portales. It's now 21-0 in favor of Raton here in the first quarter, ladies and gentlemen. We could be headed home early.
You better bite your tongue, man.
I'm going to send it back for a little play from our sponsors.
The proud owners of Eunice Wrecker and Rental offer professional and reliable 24-hour roadside services in Lee County. Light to medium duty towing and recovery, fuel deliveries, jump starts, lockouts, and tire changes. They also haul off unwanted vehicles to help clean up your property. Eunice Wrecker and Rental have over 20 years of experience. They are fully licensed and insured. Call 575-394-HOOK. That's 575-394-4665. Eunice Wrecker and Rental are located at 44 North New Mexico Highway 248, Eunice, New Mexico, mile marker 1.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to a beautiful evening here in Tucumcari.
Weather-wise.
It's opening night for Cardinal football, and as we mentioned in our pregame discussion, we've got a lot of young players on the field. Raton brings back most of their players from a team that beat us 35-0 last year to open the season. This game has quickly gotten out of hand, and, we've seen some bright spots, but
very few in between, but we've seen some.
But the scoreboard isn't very bright. 21-0 in the first quarter.
If you're from Raton, it looks great for you right now, but our Eunice faithful are sitting nice and quiet with all in red, but
yeah, they're just enjoying a nice out. Need a campfire over there because
we're
gotta
from
have
the
something
south,
to keep them warm.
We're from the south there, boys.
So Raton will kick the ball off here. Cardinals struggling. Got to get something going on special teams or somewhere. Here we go. Here's the kick. It's a deep one. It's a boomer. Eunice is going to watch that one go. It lands in the end zone and heads to the back. And that'll give the Cardinals the ball again at the 20.
So another update on the local scores there for Lee County. We have, let me open up my phone. Lovington is at 8. Roswell High is 28 with a minute and 3 seconds left in the first quarter.
Wow.
Hobbs still remains 13-0 against Clovis in the second quarter.
Wow.
So did Lovington lose a lot of players?
Man, I was told that they had a pretty solid group back. They had like 3 or 4 of their quality, solid spots gone. But Eunice snapped the ball here on first down. They head up straight up the middle, and they look like they picked up about 1.
Yeah, they handed it off to Elgin, number 13, and then that's the end of the first quarter. The score is 21-0 in favor of Raton here in Tucumcari, New Mexico.
Yeah, so I'm going to see if I can mess with my system just a second. I got to learn how to do this.
Don't take us off air. That'd be kind of disappointing, huh?
Yeah, it would. All right, there we go. That's what I was trying to do. New board, just trying to learn it. Here we go. We'll send it back for a quick word from our sponsors.
Parker Energy, family owned and operated since 2006. Their team is known for their hard work and dedication, big enough to meet your needs for transport, pump trucks, vacuum trucks, and disposal services. Parker Energy and their staff are huge supporters of all Lee County sports and academics. They encourage their young adults to go the extra mile, whether it's sports, grades, or just being a better you. Parker Energy Support Services, 2350 Avenue O, a proud supporter of Lee County Athletics.
Sorry about that. I was
That's
messing
all
with
right.
the camera.
Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Tucumcari. The Eunice Cardinals now trail 21-0 as we're getting ready to start the second quarter. Shout out to some folks out there listening. We've got some JAL folks listening to us. Matt Mata and gang down there. Thank you guys for listening. Hayden Dean listening. So we appreciate you out there, Hayden. We might could
faithful,
use
huh?
you. We may need to bring you up here and get you a uniform. And the Couch family. Thank you guys. We appreciate you listening back home, so thank you guys. Man, I don't know what to say.
Yeah, I mean, it's what it is. That first quarter was very rough on the offensive side. Defensive side was fair. And here goes the second quarter. Eunice is going to have the ball there.
Yeah, so Eunice will have the ball. It looks like it's second, and we'll call it 9.5. They're between the 20 and 21. Eunice got 4 wide receivers out to the left, quarterback in the backfield. Standing beside his running back. That's Colburn back there. Who's he got standing by him?
Yeah, it's Coburn. And you know what? I don't think that's Coburn. That's number 5. Yeah. That's Thompson in as quarterback. And
Thompson?
we have Trevino.
Oh, that
get the
is
ball.
Thompson. And they're just going to run Thompson to the left.
And we
He
got a
heads
flag
on the left
field.
side. There's
so.
flagging. I'm going to guess that's a holding area.
Yes.
Usually that's the holding spot.
So in that situation, we had Thompson as quarterback. And we have Trevino as running back.
Yeah, different setup there.
There was a hold on the Eunice Cardinals, so we're coming back 5. I mean, it's a good thing to get the ball in his hands.
Yeah.
Kind of get the
See if
juices
he gets
flowing.
some speed going.
Yes. Change it up a little bit.
And I see Colburn coming back out onto the field now.
And number 7, Trevino comes out as running back. So we have Garcia and Colburn. This is going to be a fun job keeping track of all this.
Yeah, we've got so many different people coming into the backfield. It confuses me and my eyes.
And they're all the same height. Thank God they weren't numbers.
So we've got now 3 wide receivers headed over here to the right, including Thompson. We've got
One on the
Colburn
far.
and Garcia in the backfield and 1 wide to the left. Here's the snap. They're looking downfield. They throw it out here to the right side to Mata. Mata's trying to put some moves on him. He pushes upfield toward the sideline. Looks to me like he's going to pick up about
3 yards maybe?
Yeah, maybe 3 yards on the pickup. It's going to make it 3rd and about 16, I would say.
I like that young man because he's a good, strong runner, runs north and south, and he's not afraid of getting hit or hitting people. So,
yeah, for sure.
good job. Those were some tough yards out there, but he got them.
And so we'll, looks like the ball spotted right at about the 15 now. Cardinals, they snap it back, looking down the field. That's Colburn. He throws it long and throws it about 10 yards over the open receiver, which was Garcia. Garcia was behind the defense.
And he had time to sit there, plant his feet, look, and throw the ball, but we got a little anxious right there.
Yeah.
So once again, it was 3 and out with 1 penalty, so it brings us back all the way 4 and 15, and we're punting again.
And here comes the punt team onto the field, getting more work today than they've probably had in about 8 years.
I concur.
4th and we'll call it 16. Ball setting about the 15-yard line. They snap it back. Here comes the kick. He gets one off. It's floating over here toward the right. Ball skips up into the air, and now it's headed down the field, but one of our guys touches it, and that cost us about 5 yards.
So Raton's going to get the ball right on the 40-yard line. And
so,
here comes the Eunice Cardinal defense out there again.
and if you look at them, they're walking out onto the field. Cardinal defense looking tired already to me.
They've been on the field, 85, 95% of the time for the Eunice Cardinals?
Yeah, you're probably right. Look at them. They're strolling out there onto the field. 10:57 remaining here in the first half. It's 21-0. Raton with good field position again. 3 wide to the right, 1 to the left. Pistol backfield. Ball skips off the ground. Quarterback cuts it up the middle, and he's going to pick up about 1.
That was a tackle between 33 and 81.
Trevino and 81 is Jacobson. So good job there of stopping the quarterback because he had a lane for just a minute, and they closed it out.
Real quick. So you got, 2 yards on us?
Yeah.
And nothing against the defense. They're doing a great job, but over wear and tear, everything wears out over time.
Ball spotted at the 39. It's second. We'll call it 9. 10:25 remaining in the first half. 2 receivers to the left, one to the right, three people in the backfield, and half our line is offsides, including
54 and 8.
That's Ryan Teague. 8 is Jacob Ortega. They're all headed across the line a little early.
So we got number 80 coming in for number 8, and he's not on the roster.
So that's a free 5 yards. It's going to make it second. We'll call it 3.5, maybe 4. Ball spotted now about the 33 and a half. Raton and a single. Now they've got two wide receivers to the right, one to the left. 3 people in the backfield, including the quarterback. They're going to run that little pitch out to the right side. That's Walton. He's bobbing, he's weaving, he's spinning. He's going to be real close to a first down. I think he's going to be about 2 foot short.
We're up north. I'm going to call that a first down. No, you're pretty good vision there for no glasses, old man.
Yeah, I can't.
They did a good job.
But
he had a good ways to run there.
Yeah.
They stopped him. Only got 3 yards out of that. So I don't know if he's just kind of taking it easy on us or.
9:50 and ticking. Ball spotted. We're going to call it the 31. They need to get to the 30 for the first down. It's probably spotted about the 30 and a half. But 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Pistol, backfield.
No whistle,
Half
no whistle.
the team jumped off. Then they're going to jump off again. Oh, my goodness. Our whole team's trying to jump off, and they're going to call delay a game or movement. I think their line moved. Yep.
Mike, the ball's right in front of you, bud. Hold on.
Man, the whole team trying to jump off sides there.
Trying to give him a first down right there.
Well, and even when they jumped back, then they just stood there straight up. It's like, get back down and get ready.
The Raton quarterback should have said, Hutton.
Yeah, run right down the middle.
Now it's 3rd and 9. 3rd and 6, I apologize for Raton.
Ball spotted about the 36-yard line.
It worked, right? I mean,
yeah, it worked for Eunice. It definitely helped us.
We'll take anything at this given moment.
2 receivers right, 2 to the left. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. They've moved Walton over to the left side like a flanker back. They're going to try to throw it out here to the left side.
Good job, Jacob and Kevin. Jonathan, 54. Everybody's up in there. Good job. Good gang tackling by the Eunice Cardinals.
Who was that first?
That was Kevin Garcia holding him, and then number 10 came in, helped him out. Jonathan brought him down, and then 81 also helped him there. Torres Gomez. Big Gomez.
Great open field play there.
81 is the one that came and knocked him down completely.
9:05 remaining here in the first half. It's 21-0, but Eunice stepping up here, their defense. It's 4th and 10, ball spotted at the 40. They're going to try to get us off sides all day because we're jumping. And then now
going to call a timeout.
Yeah. Did he call it? Yeah, he did now. So we've got a timeout on the field by Raton. Both sides are going to head over to the sidelines. Let's get a quick shout-out to our sponsors. Here we go, Bart Parker and Redbird Gas.
Bart Parker, owner of Redbird LP Gas Company, and his employees are proud of their Eunice Cardinals. Bart, class of 1971, state champions of both basketball and baseball, support the kids with their academics and athletics. They realize that balancing both is challenging and appreciate their determination. Redbird knows the Eunice Cardinals have worked really hard to get where they're at, and they are cheering them on all the way. Bart and his crew say, "Go Eunice Cardinals!"
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're at a timeout break. We had Redbird Gas and Bart Parker there. I want to make sure we shout out to those folks. We appreciate you. Appreciate all that you do and all the sponsoring and whatnot. Eunice is just a great community when it comes to that kind of stuff. So we appreciate Bart and his gang taking care of us. 8:49 remaining here in the first half. It's 21-0. Hagerman, I almost said Hagerman. Raton facing a 4th and 10 from the 40.
Not played like this against Hagerman.
Man, yeah, it's been a rough. We've had some bright spots. This series so far, a defense. I better find something wood to knock on, but we've looked pretty good. But we'll look pretty good for 3-4 plays, and then suddenly we'll look like
let that one big play go by.
Oof, yeah. So here we go. Both teams are lined up. 4th and 10. Raton got 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Pistol back in the backfield. They're going to snap it back. They're just going to hand it off to Walton.
Good job.
And who is that? I can't even tell who that is.
Let him get up.
Is it Garcia?
It was 81. It was 81 for Eunice. He held his on.
81, and that's Caden Jacobson with a great open field tackle on a guy that we've talked about over and over that's hard to take down, and he took him down in the backfield.
Grabbed that ankle like a pit bull and not let him go.
He was like, I am not letting go of you.
And everybody else showed up, and I didn't catch any no numbers, so I was so excited. Finally got him in the backfield by one guy.
So Eunice gets a turnover on downs here. They hustle out to the ball. 2 to the right, 2 to the left. Ball spotted at about the 45-yard line. They're going to try to set the screen, and Coburn throws it right to a black jersey, and he was surprised that it pretty much hit him in the chest. He was swinging his arms all around, and the ball hit him, looked like right in the shoulder pads.
That was a touchdown for Raton if that young man would have caught that ball.
Woo-wee. That was scary.
It was kind of like a screen pass.
Yeah.
Unsuccessfully for the Eunice Cardinals.
Yeah, you've got to figure out how to get that ball because that line's going to let them go, and you got to get it over. It's a tough deal, but yeah. So here we go. We throw it out here to the right side, and Coburn fired that one just a little too far low and outside for Mata. He couldn't bring it in. He got a hand on it, but it was down knee level or below and out in front of him about a yard or two. He just couldn't quite get to it.
Just barely missed it, man.
Yeah.
That little stuff that we need.
And he had 10 yards of space between him and the closest defender. That would have
been our first down of the night.
And with Mata's speed, all he's got to do is break one tackle out here, and he's off to the races. 8:31 on the clock, 21-0 in favor of Raton. It's 3rd and 10, ball at the 45. Eunice snaps it back to Coburn. He's looking for that little screen play. He overthrows Mata again, just out of the reach of Mata.
Right on his fingertips.
Yeah, he stretched up in a full-speed run, and it's just a...
He catches it, he's gone.
Yes.
Easy 20, 30 yards, easily.
Yeah.
But we'll get there, Coach.
That's making it 4th and 10. 8:26, and here comes the punt team.
Man.
Yeah,
that's tough.
I don't even know what to say there.
We're close. We're getting better. The first quarter, we weren't completing that completely. At least we're getting the ball out of our hands on time. Barely missing our receivers, but we'll get there.
So here comes the punt team. They snap it back. He's going to get it off.
It was a low kick.
A low line driver. Going to get some yardage out of it. Nice roll all the way down to almost the 25, it looks like. Yeah, they're going to spot it about the 25-yard line. No laundry on the field. So Raton will take over. There's still over 8 minutes remaining here in the first half. Eunice trails 21-0. And Raton's offense heads back out onto the field. They've spent 75-80% of this ball game on the field. They have a kind of a methodical offensive style, so they spend a lot of time out there, and they just wear you down.
And that defense is getting there.
So we'll call the ball spotted at about the 25. Got splits to the right and left. They're trying to get Eunice to jump off sides again. Here they go on this little counter play back this way.
Oh, he cuts back up. He comes back around. 22 comes up, wraps him up, and one. Oh, we got a face mask on 22 for the Eunice Cardinals. He went high as Kevin Garcia went low, brought him down, but I believe that's going to be a penalty on Eli Lord.
Yeah, that flag came in late, so that'll tack on some
extra yardage.
Maybe not.
Did they pick it up?
No, he was first. He was kind of leaning the other way, like he was going to go the other way, but he's not. He's marching it down the field.
I mean, that was a smart move. That was a good penalty, I would say, because if not, he was gone.
So Walton breaks it on the little counter play there, cuts back the opposite direction. It's going to be 1st and 10. Ball spotted at the 49, still on the Cardinals side of the field.
Camera guy is sucking it up, dude. I missed that last play.
7:55. Send your camera complaints to Rosendo Caballero at unischoolboard.com.
And I will forward them to Charlie Fisher.
Charlie Fisher?
I mean, I'll do that again.
You're going to give
I'll forward them to him as well.
Charlie Fisher needs some complaints. Send them to him.
No, we don't. No, we don't.
They throw it out here to the left side. Got a little room. A nice open field tackle again.
By Jonathan Caballero.
Jonathan Caballero does a really good job there bringing somebody down. So 7:25 and ticking.
Furbush. Charlie Furbush, I apologize to the listeners. You too, Charlie Fisher. I apologize if you're listening.
Charlie Fisher, listen.
He's going to beat me up one of these days. Keeps hearing me.
He'll come ride a bicycle by your house and stir up all kind of trouble. He's a bike ganger on that bicycle.
I'm telling you.
I've been waiting to see him in them spandex on that bike.
No, we don't. We don't need to see him in nothing.
So here the ball is spotted at midfield. It's at the 50. It's 2nd and 9. Raton with the ball. Got the pistol back in the backfield. They throw it out here to the left side. There's
Nice
got to be
cut.
a hold.
Did you see that hold?
There was a hold, but they didn't get it, and that runner
he slips
headed
on the
down
top
the
his-
field.
Oh, two leg tackles
Two
missed.
misses, and he's all the way into the end zone for a 50-yard touchdown catch. Touchdown, Raton.
Man, we got a couple of missed tackles out there in the open field. But like you said, there was a hold back here. It was not called, but I don't think it would have made a difference. Did I get a text from someone?
Yeah, I did. I get
The
text
score is
over here.
27-0
Man.
in Raton's favor. Here in the second quarter with 6 minutes and 44 seconds left. After Walton did a beautiful run there.
You can't tackle Walton by them tree trunks he calls legs. I'm
can't.
telling you. You can't hardly tackle him anywhere, but you sure can't tackle him around them things.
He's just so powerful and strong.
Man, the kid he's tough. He is tough. So here goes Raton, 27-0. The kicker's back in there. Left-footed kicker that can boom a ball a long ways. Kind of reminds me of a Sergio Contreras type kicker. Half the Eunice team was headed into the backfield. It looked like a little early.
Yep, offsides on Eunice Cardinals. Now we're trying to get anxious and do a little bit of everything.
Yep. Well, shout out to some more JAL folks. I got more of them sending me messages than I do Eunice. I'm sure they're not very excited, the Eunice folks.
Giles loving it right now, I think.
Got Coach Luan down there, Emmy, sending us a shout out. We appreciate you guys. We're always looking for sponsors, and my understanding is you got some companies that you're associated with. Send them our way, Emmy. We could use them. There's a boom right through the
Right
middle.
down the middle, and it's going to be called.
And it is good. So with 6:44 remaining here in the first half, it's 28-0 in favor of Raton. It's all Tigers at this point. Make sure to, once again, plug our radio station, the Nomark Broadcast Network, and TJ. We're looking for sponsors. They did ask me if I would be available and interested. And I was going to relay this to you guys. I haven't yet, but what better place to do it than right here online? They're wanting to know if we'd be interested in covering the JAL games on our 2 bye weeks. We have 2 bye weeks, and now.
Do we get hazard pay for that?
Well, you probably need some. Can I show up in my Cardinal shirt and cheer for the Panthers with my red shirt on?
I'll get double pay for that, boss.
Yeah, I'm all for it, and I honestly cheer for the Panthers when they play anybody except Eunice. I just can't hardly do it. The only issue that I have with being able to go down there that weekend is there's 2 weekends where we're free, and I got a feeling that my wife's going to want to go to Waco. She might want to go.
What's in Waco?
Yeah, some strange kids down there flying planes about now, and so we look forward to trying to get down there to see them. And during football season with games and everything every week, might not have a chance. When we saw the schedule, had a couple of open weeks. We talked about maybe trying to get down there. So anyway,
we'll play it by ear on those games. We'll see what happens.
It'd be nice to be able to get down there and cover some of those Panther games. That group's tough as nails for sure. Emmy's telling me that those Waltons are kind of like those Luhans down in.
Because there's a bunch of them, or what?
Yeah, I was told we got to leave Charlie Fisher alone. He's got a real job nowadays, so he don't get to wear his spandex and ride his bicycle as much as he used to. So it's 28-0, 6:44 remaining here in the first half. About to have a kickoff here.
Well, we play this, and Kevin Garcia gets it at the 10-yard line, cuts back around, goes up, makes a couple of spin moves, ends up at the 25-yard line.
There's flags on the play.
We're out.
Shout out to Randy Gladden. Appreciate you guys listening out there.
Randy Gladden.
I even got one message here that they've linked Charlie into, and he's like, yeah, talking about me. So,
it's all positive, buddy.
It's all positive. We're talking about how good you look on that bike and them spandex pedaling up the roadway with your bike gang. So
that was holding on the Eunice Cardinals back to this great football game here in Tucumcari, New Mexico.
So we shout out to all them folks listening. Sandra Cicero, appreciate you guys listening. I'm being told they'll buy me a blue shirt. I think they've got me a few down in jail. They came and set them on my front porch.
I believe they did.
6:36 remaining here. Eunice with the football. Ball spotted about the, we'll call it the 12-yard line. They hand it straight up the middle. Got a little running room. That's Kevin Garcia. Flags flying everywhere. I'm going to guess another hold.
You were guessing, man?
That would be my guess. Yeah, so, yeah.
They haven't made a call yet. There's a face mask on Raton.
That's fantastic. That'll help the Cardinals. That'll help our cause.
Was that going to be our first down of the night?
6:29.
I believe it's going to be.
Remaining here in the half. They move the ball all the way out to about the 33-yard line. So ball spotted about the 33. Here come the Cardinals up to the line of scrimmage. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. They're going to roll Colburn over to the left side. He's looking down the field. He floats one down right into the ground, and it's an incomplete pass. Had a receiver open.
Ball bounced about 5 yards in front of him when he was rolling out.
You know, that's a tough throw. Roll into that left side, right-handed quarterback, throwing across your body. Got the defense closing on you.
I believe he can do it. I believe
he's strong enough. He's got the strength. Just kind of short-armed it on that one.
And if he's not open, tuck it and run.
Yeah. Yeah, had a little bit of running room there. So it's going to make it 2nd and 10. Ball still setting around the, I'm going to call it the 33. 2 to the right, 2 to the left. Colburn in the backfield. He's looking down the field, trying to find some space. He had some time to run. He floats it down the field, and it's picked off. He had Colburn 5 yards behind the defender, but he kind of floated it, and the defender gets there and picks that ball off.
Yeah, that ball was intended for Ashton Thompson. No flag on the field, so that was interception there.
Yep.
Second one of the night for the Eunice Cardinals here in the second quarter.
Yeah, so 6:08 remaining here in the first half. After the long pass intercepted by Raton.
It floated in the air forever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, kind of started wobbling and just kind of hung up there. And like I said, Thompson was 5 yards behind his man, but he had to stop and slow down and
come back and play some defense.
Yes.
So once again, you have the Eunice Cardinal defense out there.
Yeah, so here we go. Looks like I said they've spotted it about, we'll call it the 31.
Yeah, 31.
Raton hustling offensive players still out onto the field. 2 to the right, 2 to the left. Quarterback in the shotgun. They're going to send Walton over here to the left flanker side. They throw it back, fake it this way, try to set up that interception. Caballero, he's all the way down inside the 20.
Good job, young man.
That's the second time he's done that, jumped in that little bubble screen that they try to run. That time he gets his hands on the ball and his feet on the ground and says, I got it.
That's an outstanding job by the young man.
Yeah, I mean,
Good job, Jonathan.
He must get that from like an uncle or something, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
Somewhere, maybe the mama side give him them
The
genes.
mama side got some good genes. They got some good genes. They just got the looks from me.
The looks came from you, huh? That's it. That strong jawline and whatnot. There you go.
Call him little Dr. Dre there.
All right, so 1st and 10 for the Cardinals, the break that they needed.
Comes from the defensive side.
Rolling over there to the right side. They throw it down the field. The ball is in and out of the hands of Van Brecken, I believe.
Give that man some gloves and some sticky.
Oh, man, a tough one.
A tough one. We just got to convert here on the offensive side, man. We got to put something on the board.
The newspaper asked me if I would try to keep some stats for them so that I could send it over to them after the game. I can tell you my stats are going to be terrible. But try to do what I can.
I would help you, but I can't even run the camera. I can't even say Charlie's name right.
So here we go, 2nd and 10. Eunice is going to fake the handoff up the middle. They throw it out here to Mata. Mata puts a little do-si-do on him, skips through a couple of people, and might have got back to the line of scrimmage.
That's tough. Their defense is pretty fast on the Raton side as well. They converted really quick on him. But that pass was a little slow getting to him, but good job of catching it and moving forward.
Clock still ticking, 5:30 and ticking. Looks like it's going to be 3rd and 10. They never did really. All right, so now we're going to have a timeout, Eunice. So let me got to push this little button over here. Like I said, I got to get the hang of this machine. Here we go. We'll send it back for a little music and a word from our sponsors.
BTH Services is a locally owned and operated family-oriented business. BTH Services and Rental is a Porta-John and equipment rental company. BTH Services and Rental also clears right-of-ways and right-of-way reclamation. Please call 575-964-3104. That's 575-964-3104 for all of your company needs. BTH Services and Rental is also looking for a 1-ton CDL driver. Please apply at 2100 Avenue O in Eunice. BTH Services and Rental is a proud sponsor of Lee County Athletics.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to beautiful Tucumcari, New Mexico. I'm Jimmy Jones alongside Rosendo Caballero, and we are on opening night of football season. The multiple-time defending state champion Cardinals have traveled to Tucumcari, where they're facing Raton. Raton is up 28-0. We're in the second quarter, 5:26 remaining. The Cardinals have the ball 3rd and 10 from about the 19-yard line, and here's the snap back to Coburn. Coburn looking down the field, and he's got a lot of...
No. Oh, man.
He had 2 people hanging from his body, and he flips it out of there, and I think they're going to call an incomplete pass. I don't see any flags on the field.
I don't see any neither.
That's a good thing.
Give a shout out for me there, boss, while I run the camera.
Alfonso Zamora, appreciate you guys. Shout out to Medi Jordan Elementary first grade teachers watching from home. We appreciate you guys and all you do. And all those teachers, as I'm sure there's a Miss Jones at home watching too. So appreciate you guys watching. Here we go. It's 4th and 10. Eunice going to go for it. Coburn rolling to his left, looking down the field. He floats one into the end zone.
Incomplete pass. It was knocked out at the last second out of his hands, and that pass was thrown towards... I cannot see his name.
I can't see that far.
It was Green Gloves. It was Mata.
And he pulled his helmet off.
He's a little upset. He ball was almost there, but that guy did a good job blocking it out of his hands.
Man, I thought we had our first 6 points of the year. He gets knocked down in the end zone, so that's going to turn the ball back over, I believe, to Raton.
So we're pretty much back where we got the interception from. So if we can get another interception, run another day.
Shout out to Dustin Frank. Thank you guys for listening. Also for talking a little trash to Charlie. So we appreciate you. It's 1st and 10. Eunice still trying to get their defense on the field. They're jogging out here late. It's 1st and 10. Ball spotted about looks like about the 16 maybe. Here goes Raton. They've got the sign from the sideline. 2 receivers right, 2 to the left. They're going to hand it straight up the middle to Walton. Walton's bobbing. He's weaving. He's pumping. He's going. And he's going to rumble all the way inside the 20 down to about the 24-yard line. Dang it, he's tough to take down.
He's tough, man. He got an additional 5 yards after the first initial hit.
Under 5 minutes to go here in the first half. Eunice trails 28-0. Raton lines up quick. It's about 2nd and 4. There's a whistle. Oh, they're making sure somebody's chin straps are buckled.
Why is the Eunice Cardinals running towards her?
I don't know. Was that 54? He was headed for the sideline. That's Raton Tigers. They're sending him back out there.
Like, do I need to be out here, Coach?
One of the defensive backs, I guess the chin strap come unbuckled, so they're banging on it. They finally got it to go.
Little update, Lovington 22, Roswell High 35. 7 minutes left in the second quarter.
Here's the snap. Looking down the field, they're going to throw it into a pile of Cardinals, and I think the Cardinals came up with it. They did. That was a great interception by Luis Gomez,
He
the
jumped
sophomore.
in there. Very good job. Oh.
What happened?
Oh, he did say it was interception.
Okay, so INT for Luis Gomez.
That's 2 right here. The defense is doing their job once again for the Eunice Cardinals and gives them a good spot on the field so we can convert something here for the offensive side.
Yeah, so we've got to get something going on the offensive side of the football. The offense has really just not looked
good at all.
Yeah, I mean,
has not showed up yet.
Yeah, I can't say it any worse or any better. They just hadn't looked good. Here they go. They're going to fake the handoff. They throw it out to
I thought that was an interception. Took my breath away.
Yep, I thought.
That was a good job by Thompson to knock that ball down. Very smart play.
We faked the handoff up the middle and then swung it out to the left. The defender was the closest person to the ball, and he had a run on it, which would have been a pick 6. Thompson turned into the defender and was able to knock it to the ground. 4:26 remaining here in the first half, 28-0. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Coburn in the backfield. He hands it straight up the middle. Trevino's trying to get some yardage. Looked like he got maybe a yard before they stopped his momentum and drove him back several yards. So that's going to make it 3rd and 9.
So once again, Levington is 22. Roswell High is 35. Score 7 minutes left in the second quarter. Hobbs is 33. Clovis is 0 at halftime. Tatum have 6, Magdalena 30 in the first quarter.
Wow, that's shocking there.
And a shout out to Moses Ornelas for tuning in.
Appreciate you guys listening. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right for the Cardinals. Looks like the ball's spotted about the, I'm going to call it the 29. Colburn still in the backfield for the Cardinals. They snap it back. He's looking down the field. He's looking long. He floats it up. He's got a man open.
A touchdown to Mana.
Touchdown, Max Mata with a nice over-the-shoulder catch and a beautiful throw that time by Colburn. Give credit where credit is due. Nice throw, nice catch. And just as we said the offense has to get going, they put 6 points on the board with about a 35-yard touchdown pass.
I was so afraid there that Thompson was going to run in and take that ball because they were both in the same general area. But good job on the quarterback and the receiver on the board. So
we mentioned before this game the rain that they've got up here. I just had a big flying ant land on me, and I think he liked him some Jimmy. He was trying to chew on me. I had to smack him.
Was it a little small ant?
I was like, I don't like ants. Anyway, Eunice lines up for the PAT. They kick it.
Beautiful.
And it's
good.
Did they give us a sign?
Yes. You can barely see it on there, but they said it's good. So the score is 7-28.
All right.
Raton
so Eunice
still leads.
We'll leave it here this time instead of going back for our sponsors. We'll make sure to shout out to them ourselves. I'm going to start at the bottom of the list, NMR Pipeline. Man, the Bettis family has just always done so much through the years for everybody. Great people. Dale Bettis, the patriarch Charlie Bettis. Man,
old school, huh?
Oh, man.
Old school.
Just amazing people. They do so much for our community, and it is just amazing that the things that they even do behind the scenes, that they don't ask for credit, they don't want credit, they just do so much. So we appreciate you guys. I know Billy Thrash is part of the leadership at NMR. We appreciate you guys. Oh, Stacy Pop sitting up there in the office. Thank you guys as well. So, just great people, and so we appreciate you. BTH Services, he's kind of part of that group.
His new generation group.
Yes. Chad Howler and BTH Services. Devon Energy. Bryce Jenkins. I know there's a whole bunch of others that work down there, but we appreciate you. My son-in-law Bryce works for them, so they take good care of our community. They take good care of my family and my daughter and my grandkiddos, so we appreciate you. So Jada and her kiddos are probably back home listening. I got Tyson Pierce messaging us. We appreciate you. 3:39 remaining here in the first half, and here's the kick by Eunice. They pooched this one a little farther than normal.
Wrap them up, boys.
And they're still going all the way across the 40. It looks like they're down to, we'll call it the 42, maybe the 43-yard line.
I mean, we did better than last year. We actually scored 7 this time on Raton, so I'll take anything we can, Coach.
Says here that Conager's planning on coming to the game. He's going to college up here playing baseball at Luna, which is in Las Vegas, not too far from here. So Tyson let me know that Conager be here. So we appreciate you guys listening.
Did he warn us to lock the door?
We're going to send out the police out there to make sure that they catch him.
See a 6-footer, 200-pound strong young man. Don't let him in.
Outlaw trying to come in. So we appreciate.
He's a good kid.
Connor, great kid. So
great kid, yes sir, very great kid.
So here goes the Raton Tigers. We've got the whole dang team coming, and they call timeout.
I like that. The defense is out there with enthusiasm right now. After the 2 interceptions, one, we scored on the second one, but that's what you want to see on your team, winning or losing. You want to have that passion, as coaches used to say in the past. I can still say that.
I've got a couple of people sending me messages saying that they want a sponsor or they know a sponsor. Hey, look, I give you a shout-out, but we need that check. TJ needs that check over at the radio station, and I'm all about it. We'll take good care of you. You just come on, jump on board.
Shows agreeing, we'll give you a shout-out.
You get on the Rosendo, JJ, Charlie train right here. Mm-hmm. Not that bike gang that the other Charlie rides is with his spandex. We're talking about the real gang right here that covers Eunice sports. And jump on board. We'd love to have you.
We do volleyball, baseball, basketball, football. We do tennis, but we won't have a tennis club right now.
Yeah.
We do soccer, but Jimmy would get mad.
I'm all for some soccer. Some foodie
football. Goal.
Yeah, I could do the goal. Goal.
I bet you could.
I started to do that a while ago when they made that long one a while ago. So
we also do baseball. I forgot about baseball.
Yeah, for sure. We do some baseball. Eunice a baseball town. 3:34 remaining here in the first half. Raton with the ball. 1st and 10. Ball spotted. I'm going to call it the 41. And so here goes Raton.
Oh, he wasn't even
it
set
looked like
yet.
they had multiple people moving, but they didn't throw anything, and Raton runs it up the middle all the way to midfield.
That's numerous times that has occurred. They did not do anything when people are moving, and it's not being seen at this given moment.
And so they're all the way across midfield to about the 49-yard line. That's going to make it 2nd and 1. Raton in that no-huddle offense. Coach over here on the Raton sideline or the Tucumcari sideline, whichever sideline this is, giving them the signal.
I like what he did with his fingertips. He looks like a baseball catcher.
Well, it looks like he was wanting to paint the
Yeah, the nails got tape on.
you got to paint
signs
them,
in there.
keep them from breaking. They
Oh.
hand it off up the middle.
Walton, he
That's
breaks
Walton,
loose.
and he is through the middle,
Oh,
headed
good
down
job.
the field.
As a cameraman did not get that.
A touchdown saving tackle there by
Right.
number 23.
Good strong safety.
That's Luis Gomez, and he just saved another 6 points.
Luis Gomez.
So 28-7.
Then it hurt him. Look at him.
Hurt Gomez?
Yeah, he's holding that leg a little bit. It's hard bringing it down a tree like that.
Man, I'm telling you, that guy's like tackling a stump. 2:40 remaining here in the first half. Ball is spotted right at the 35-yard line. They're in Cardinal territory. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Got that pistol backfield. Gonna snap it back. No,
Takes
they're
forever.
not. They're playing with my emotions. They fake the handoff, and then the quarterback's gonna head up the middle. He's got a big hole.
No gang tackle between the whole Eunice Cardinals there.
Gets all the way down to, I'm gonna call it the 29, maybe the 28.
28 maybe?
Yeah, I can't decide whether that was a broken play or.
They made something out of nothing. Is that what you're trying to tell me? It's 2nd down and
I'm getting some money pictures sent to me. All right, so here goes. It's 2nd, and we'll call it 4. Ball spotted about the 20. We'll call it the 28. Raton changing their play. They tried to get us to jump off sides. 140 and ticking. 28-7. Raton in the lead. Here goes the snap. They're going to hand it right up the middle to that dadgum tree trunk,
got
and
a
off he
flag.
goes. Flags
Holding.
are flying. In the meantime, Walton is headed all the way down, and it looks like he's in for 6. They're signaling touchdown.
but it's a flag on
However,
holding
they're going
on.
to call it back as a holding way back here. But, man, that dang Walton was rumbling, stumbling, carrying half the team. I mean, he gave, like, piggybacks. He's a charge like a fee for the rides he's given. I mean, I saw rides at the fair that didn't haul as many folks as that young man.
call him bodacious. Is that what you want to call him?
Man, I'm telling you. He is
That guy.
he is tough to take down. Shoot, those rides at the fair break down with less people on them than that right there. I mean, that guy is going.
Gets him feet going and gone. He gone.
Telling you, saddle him up. 28-7, 125 after the penalty. It's going to make it 2nd and 15. Ball spotted right at the 40 now. 2 receivers right, 2 to the left for Raton. They're looking to the sideline for the
And
call.
once again,
they
they
get
were not
it,
set on
fake
this
the
side.
handoff, and then they fire it across the field.
Oh, man.
And
This guy is just going through the motions on us.
Yeah.
He is just going through the motions,
And
man.
they call that a
A
completion.
completion. The 2 receivers are not set. And I don't know much about football, but
They're gonna
anyways.
spot it about the 33. That's going to make it 3rd down, and we'll call it 8. 2 receivers to the right. We've got 1 out here to the left. Under 1 minute to go in the first half. This has been the longest half of my life. Excuse me. 3 people in the backfield, including the quarterback. He hands it to that gum tree trunk, and he's headed up there trying to take him down, but he's still
Ooh.
after they hit him, he still drug them for another 5.
And falls forward for an extra 3 or 4 yards.
Man, that kid's tough as nails. Got to give credit where credit is due. Walton is a tough
trying to get one
little
more play in.
rascal. Under 30 seconds to go. The clock is ticking. It's 4th down and about 3. Ball spotted at, we'll call it the 28, 29.
21 seconds left here.
They're going to snap it, and they're looking past the whole way. Eunice has got some people in the
Close that gap.
backfield.
Close the gap. We
They
got a
throw
flag.
it down the field. It's an incomplete pass. That's going to give the Cardinals the ball dependent on this flag. We've got,
We
Who
got
is
somebody
that?
picking it up, man. That's
George Gomez.
88. Whoever
Gomez.
88 is, that's Jorge Gomez.
I got another message saying we're going to lose some sponsors if that cameraman don't keep up with the
Hey,
play.
man. I got a boy playing. This is last year, so bear with me, man. Who was it? So I can buy him a burger later.
28-7. I won't throw him under the bus online. 28-7. Charlie, where you at?
Oh no, Charlie, you get that for me. So what they say? It was holding on. Yeah, holding on.
Yeah, and it was, so declined. Eunice will take over. 1st and 10. Ball spotted about the 28-yard line.
11 seconds left.
Man, it'd sure be nice if we could punch one in right here.
Ooh.
Oh, we were early.
Way early.
It's a false start.
Way early.
And that's going to scoot us back. 10 seconds remaining on the clock. There was more than that just a second ago, was there? Or am I losing it?
It was 11 seconds, and then he took a second off.
I was going to say we ran some time and we didn't ever snap the ball. But anyway. All right, so here we go. Here's the snap. We're going Hail Mary on them. This is old school. They throw it down the field. We've got a man open.
Pop it out of his hands.
And right as he catches it, he gets hit and has the ball knocked loose. 2 seconds
left
remaining. So that'll give the Cardinals an opportunity for one more play. Nice defensive play there by Raton.
It's a good job. He caught it. He just was not able to hold on to it.
Yep.
But still, we wouldn't have no time left.
So here we go. Raton back in the prevent defense. Cardinals going to get into this spread offense that they typically run. We've got 2 seconds on the clock. I would guess we're going to heave it again. 28-7, Eunice trails.
Is this building moving?
It feels like it. 2 to the left, 2 to the right. We're trying to hold them up. Now we've got a man. We're going to chunk it down the field. We throw it down the field. We get hit in the back, but we...
It was a complete pass, but you see how he came down on his...
Yeah, who is that 7? That's Van Brecken. He kind of got stuck in the back. So that's going to end the first half. At the end of the first half, it's 28-7 in favor of Raton. So shout out to my main man, Ovian Taveros. He's over in Waco. He's listening to us from back there. We appreciate you. Says he's with his roommate, Josh. And I learned a couple days ago that Josh has long ties through his daddy's family to Clovis. So,
Clovis?
Yeah, so pretty small world when you start getting around it. And so shout out to you guys. Appreciate everybody back home listening. We've got our police chief back there in Eunice listening. Case Diggity, we appreciate you listening.
Man, I'm going to get fired for this stupid this camera.
I just got a message here saying that the Eunice connection, the Lynn boys, trying to put it on the Lovington connection here right now. For those Lynn's are over coaching the Roswell group right now. So those are Eunice connected coaches that are over there coaching against Lovington right now. So anyway, that's
why they're winning, huh?
That's the end of the first half. We're gonna take a minute, listen to our sponsors. We'll be back shortly.
BTH Services is a locally owned and operated family-oriented business. BTH Services and Rental is a Porta-John and equipment rental company. BTH Services and Rental also clears right-of-ways and right-of-way reclamation. Please call 575-964-3104. That's 575-964-3104 for all of your company needs. BTH Services and Rental is also looking for a 1-ton CDL driver. Please apply at 2100 Avenue O in Eunice. BTH Services and Rental is a proud sponsor of Lee County Athletics.
Eunice has a friendly small-town atmosphere, great schools and churches, and a low cost of living. The entire community is very involved with all levels of sports and academics. The Eunice Department of Motor Vehicles' new office hours are Monday through Thursday, 7:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m., and Friday, 7:30 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. No testing on Friday. Eunice, a friendly small town with a wonderful community and amenities. Devon Energy is proud to support Eunice High School athletic programs. By partnering with Eunice, Devon is making an investment in the long-term future of the community. Sports teach discipline, teamwork, and leadership. Skills our youth will use to succeed for a lifetime. From the Devon team to yours, Devon Energy wishes you good luck this season, both on the field and in the classroom. Go Cardinals! The Eunice Clinic is proud to support the Eunice Cardinals. Go Cardinals! You're the pride of Eunice. The Eunice Health Clinic offers many of the same basic services that many local physicians provide. They specialize in sick care for all ages, women's exams, physicals, health education, lab tests, and diagnostic studies. They're proud supporters of athletic and academic events. The Eunice Health Clinic is proud to back the Cardinals. Go Cards!
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics. Eunice schools are excited to have students and staff back on campus and involved in another successful school term. It's been an eventful year, and the Eunice schools are ready for whatever comes their way. Eunice Public Schools provide high-quality educational experiences in a safe environment. The entire Eunice community is very involved with all levels of sports and academics. Eunice, a friendly small town with a wonderful community and amenities, and a fantastic school system.
The proud owners of Eunice Wrecker and Rental offer professional and reliable 24-hour roadside services in Lee County. Light to medium duty towing and recovery, fuel deliveries, jump starts, lockouts, and tire changes. They also haul off unwanted vehicles to help clean up your property. Eunice Wrecker and Rental have over 20 years of experience. They are fully licensed and insured. Call 575-394-HOOK. That's 575-394-4665. Eunice Wrecker and Rental are located at 44 North New Mexico Highway 248, Eunice, New Mexico, mile marker 1.
Parker Energy, family owned and operated since 2006. Their team is known for their hard work and dedication, big enough to meet your needs for transport, pump trucks, vacuum trucks, and disposal services. Parker Energy and their staff are huge supporters of all Lee County sports and academics. They encourage their young adults to go the extra mile, whether it's sports, grades, or just being a better you. Parker Energy Support Services, 2350 Avenue O, a proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
Bart Parker, owner of Redbird LP Gas Company, and his employees are proud of their Eunice Cardinals. Bart, class of 1971, state champions of both basketball and baseball, support the kids with their academics and athletics. They realize that balancing both is challenging and appreciate their determination. Redbird knows the Eunice Cardinals have worked really hard to get where they're at, and they are cheering them on all the way. Bart and his crew say, "Go Eunice Cardinals!"
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's halftime here with about 9 minutes remaining on the halftime clock. We're in Tucumcari, where Raton is the home team on the scoreboard, and Eunice is the visiting team. It's 28-7. Eunice finally started to settle down those last few minutes. They got something going on offense, hit a long play. Defense really started to kind of come around. A couple of quick picks those last couple of series for Raton, plus a turnover on downs right here where they stopped them. And so they kind of got some things going late.
The defense has stepped up. I mean, other than the first touchdown, you can say they came in and kind of figured out what they needed to do, what the responsibilities were. And after this, like you said, the second interception, Eunice kind of capitalized on that.
Yeah. Had several people send me messages over the last few minutes. Appreciate Corey Cole and his family. Appreciate you guys listening. Thank you very much for listening. Antonio Granados, brother, we miss you. Know that you're going to do great things this year over there playing some college football, so we appreciate you listening. Antonio, he's listening. Kim Colburn sent me a message here on Facebook saying that she appreciated me and Rosendo doing the play-by-play because she had to work late. She didn't get to come, but she's able to listen to us. And so, anyway, appreciate you folks listening. One other message that I got to relay, my mom sent me a message saying, just so you know, your mom and your aunts were all born in Clovis, too, and we're listening. So shout out to you folks. Always got a shout out to your mama if she's listening. So,
most definitely.
Anyway, we appreciate all you folks back home listening. Appreciate all of our sponsors. We've got this new board, as I mentioned earlier. It's awesome. This whole setup is awesome. TJ and them really, we've had some problems with our equipment the last few years, and man, they bought us a whole new setup. So if it doesn't work, it's probably because we're idiots. But
touch screen here, touch screen there.
That's right.
It's even color coordinated for you.
Oh, it's amazing. And my understanding is you can plug in like a cell phone, and I can play y'all some music back home. I mean, if y'all want me to put on my playlist
we don't
to get y'all
need to do that.
going, we can at least have a dance party here. I mean, there isn't much else to get excited about here, as it's
if you're a Eunice fan, there's not much to be excited about.
We'll turn the camera in here. I'll turn the lights off and on, look like a disco, and we'll play some music at least for a Friday night for those of you back home listening. But anyway, for the game, a couple of highlights: Jonathan Caballero and Luis Gomez with the two big interceptions there on the defensive side late in that second quarter that kind of turned the momentum for just a little bit. Definitely some huge things for us there. And then that pass from Brady Colburn to Maddox Mata late in the second quarter put the Cardinals on the board. Once again, it's 28-7. Like I've said from the beginning, we look good for 2, 3, 4 plays, and then we fall apart for a play, and it's usually a play that goes for a 60-yard touchdown or something.
That's what you expect from a young team on the offensive side. I mean, the defensive side is fairly young, but they have that discipline, you can say.
Yeah.
On the offensive side, they're very young. I'm pretty sure in practice they're going through 2 quarterbacks.
Yeah.
And right now, Colburn gets a call. He's out there doing as best he can with what he has. There's a few things he kind of might be rusty where he's playing, but we're young.
Yeah.
We're very young. I'm not making excuses or reason why we're losing this game, but we're young. But every game gets us closer to being better.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Like I said, I just don't know. There's so many. Some games you can watch a game and say, well, we've got to do better here or there. There's so many things that just haven't went our way. Mistakes that we
keep in mind, they kept the ball out of Thompson's hands. They threw him the ball twice, and there's 2 interceptions. He came in a quarterback and got maybe 4 or 5 yards, but that's about all the action he's had.
I just got a message saying that Hobbs is up 40-0 on Clovis with 8 minutes remaining in the third. That Coach Stevens and the Hobbs Eagles are taking it to Clovis. So congratulations to them so far.
Very good job.
Shout out to some of these sponsors again. Start at the top. Cardinal Hardware and Lumber, the Davis and Myers family. We always appreciate you guys and all that you do. Eunice Pump and Supply, the Nogelmeyers and Matthews. I mean, Becky and that whole gang down there, Brandon Matthews, they're so involved in just the community as a whole. The Eunice Health Clinic, shoot, man, they're like the heartbeat of the community, literally. They keep our hearts beating, they keep our lungs going, they keep us COVID safe. We appreciate all you folks down there, Leanne Reeves, Elma, Nikki, Brian, Aaron. I'm trying to think. My brain blows up when I start doing that instead of having it written down.
Gets real smoky in here too, but open the window again.
That's right. Redbird Gas, Bart Parker, the City of Eunice. City of Eunice, you got Billy Hobbs over there as the mayor. You got Shannon Cummins right now as the acting city manager. An amazing lady. I think the world of her, and I think she's going to do great. And then that council, I can't help but shout out to the wifey. She's on that city council, and we appreciate all that they do and all the folks that are up there. Parker Energy, Brett and Penny. What more can you say? Those folks do everything for the community. They're always willing to help out, and they're my neighbors. So we appreciate you guys. Eunice Wrecker and Rental. John Dean Davis, not to be confused with J.D. Davis. He's J.D. Jr. John Dean. We appreciate all that the Davis family does. They're always out there involved in the community, and if you need your wrecker services, just call John Dean. He'll take care of you. Devon Energy, major oil company that does amazing work and is so involved in just helping out Lee County and public safety and so many other things that they do. So we appreciate them. Bryce Jenkins, my son-in-law, works with them. BTH Services and Rental, Chad Howler, and NMR Pipeline LLC, Dale Bettis, Billy Thrash, and all the gang. So thank you to our sponsors.
Thank you very much for making this possible once again this season for football, basketball, volleyball, and baseball.
Yeah. It's, we're going to try to do some volleyball games at some point. I don't know for sure when they'll assign us to do so. That usually kind of is in a supply on demand type of thing. So we will definitely try to get some volleyball games covered. The volleyball team will kick off their start of their season not. I don't know if it's this coming weekend or the weekend after. They'll have the Cardinal Classic.
Cardinal Invitational.
And I think that thing is set. I called it the Cardinal Classic. That's the baseball tournament.
I think it's a Cardinal Invitational.
Yeah, I think that's right. So let's see, Cardinal football. I'm trying to find it here. It looks like it is the weekend of August the 26th, 27th. So it's next Friday, Saturday.
Last weekend of the month?
Yep. So they'll get started. No, that's not next Friday, Saturday. It's the following Friday, Saturday. So 2 weekends. Not
and they
next
have a new
weekend,
coach, to my
Yeah,
understanding.
they do. They got an entirely new staff. Coach Robinson moved over to full-time athletic director / junior high middle school principal, and so I believe the coach's name is Coach Skinner, and I got to see Coach Skinner the other day. I don't think I've had the chance to meet her. My understanding is she's originally from Dora, and I remember her when I see her. She was a good ball player for Dora, and some of those basketball years where I was coaching basketball, we played against teams that she was on there. And,
wow.
And then
show your age there, Coach.
Yeah. So the coach that is now the volleyball coach is a young lady that at some point I coached against. Anyway, so
sorry for laughing. You look on your face.
Shout out to her and her group. But the assistant coach is Coach Colburn, which is our quarterback's big sister. And so we appreciate all that they do.
And wish them the best of luck this year.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we wish you the best. If you don't win a state championship, then we don't wish you the best no more. We'll run you out of town. No, I'm just kidding. We really don't. But
disclaimer, he was joking.
Maybe. But anyway. No, but we like to talk a little trash up here, so get ready for it when we cover your volleyball games. But
yes, most definitely. We'll have the camera guy here and everything.
So anyway, it looks like Eunice is coming out of the locker room. They're headed back on the field. They just buzzed the horn, so I guess we're out of time. Neither team is on the field. Eunice is now coming through the fence, headed back toward the field, and the clock is at 0. So, we've talked about this the last few years too. It's amazing how many teams do this. Eunice last year in one of our games got flagged
for a delayed game,
because they weren't on the field when the horn sounded, and so it's like some officiating crews allow you to do that, some throw the flag, and it's a problem. But in this case, it looks like the officiating crew's just coming onto the field as well. Shout out to Marty Rodriguez and gang, Alina. She just had her quince the other day, so happy birthday. Heck of a hoopster. Man, she's an amazing basketball player, played ball all summer, and anyway, we appreciate you. Looking forward to big things with you. Got to get you some volleyball shoes, though, because we could use you out there to help that volleyball team.
Oh, man.
Jada played a little volleyball. Raya played a little volleyball. We had to change their mindset just a little bit. That didn't keep us from playing some hoops on the weekend. Coach Robbie sometimes didn't know, but we were loaded up, headed on the weekend to play some hoops
Got
tournaments.
the cat out the bag,
That's
huh?
right. It's too late now. And she probably won't let me drink a soda at the middle school when she listens to this and knows that that's happening. But anyway, shout out to Alina. We appreciate you being out there listening. Marty and J. Lou and all that family, Sylvia Rodriguez, just great people, and so we appreciate you guys listening. So
time has expired, and they're still out there warming up. Everybody, both teams. They added an additional 2 minutes on the clock, so I guess that's something new or normal.
Yep. Had another message here from my Jow gang saying, hey, we'd love you guys to come cover some of ours. And like I said, we would love to as well. And the station is looking for somebody. They want somebody to do all those games. Our biggest issue, I think, for me and Racindo's got a kid out there. I've got one in 8th grade that I'm sure will be out here next year. And my kids, my family, everybody's in Eunice. I like I said, when Jow's playing anybody but Eunice, I'm
we're down for it.
find a bigger Jow fan than me. When you play Eunice, I got to go with the kiddos and the hometown. But I respect you guys. Appreciate you. Great people down there. I've got some great lifelong friends that I've made down there. Some of them I talk to more than I talk to the people in Eunice. But probably because the people in Eunice have to listen to me all the dang time.
I know. You're on the radio. They see you when you got that black robe on.
So anyway, we appreciate you all listening, and we're going to try to figure out how we can maybe cover at least a game or two.
Yeah, and once again about the sponsors as well, man. Get a hold of TJ.
Yeah, I've had probably 4 businesses send me their information saying, hey, give us a shout out. I be honest with you, I would love to jump on that sponsor bandwagon. We give you lots of shout outs. So just like we do right now with Cardinal Hardware and Lumber, Eunice Pump and Supply, Eunice Health Clinic, the Eunice Public Schools, Redbird Gas, the City of Eunice, Parker Energy, Eunice Wrecker and Rental, Devon Energy, BTH Services and Rental, NMR Pipeline. We may need a pipeline of some Gatorade right out there to our kiddos to get them going, especially that defense, because they may need it. If that don't work, we'll send them over to the Eunice Health Clinic for some chest compressions.
At least a little breeze, man, because it's hot and muggy up here.
And if that don't work, maybe the City of Eunice can send the PD over here to put some handcuffs and shackles on that dang Walton kid so that he'll
quit scoring on us.
That's right. So we're getting ready to start the second half. Raton will be kicking off. They're kicking from our right to left. Once again, it's 28-0 as we get ready to start the third quarter. I'm going to jump back onto the app, so those of you sending me messages when I'm running the app, they're hard for me to see.
You did say the hop score was 40-0.
That's what somebody told me.
I got myself a little pretty picture right here.
Lynn White and Bobby Patterson, they're keeping stats from the house. We appreciate you guys listening. Thank you, Christy Matthews, for the shout-out. We appreciate you taking care of our main man, Leonard Skinnard.
Oh, Leonard, he's a legend.
Susie Garcia. Appreciate you guys out there listening. Shout out to Anthony Rivera's dad, Salvador Rivera, and all his family. Today's his birthday. Enrique Garcia, thank you guys. Here's the kickoff. Eunice has a little space, takes it all the way back out. We're going to call it the 27, maybe the 28-yard line.
Kevin Garcia got there and ran it about 20 yards, and there's no flags on the field, which is a plus as we start to hear the third quarter.
We got Melba Jordan and all the Charos listening as well. It's going to be 1st and 10, Eunice Cardinal football, 11:54 remaining here in the third quarter. Eunice will have the ball. I'm going to call it the 28-yard line. 1st and 10, they're going from our left to right.
Eunice is out there on the offensive side, real slow, kind of sluggish.
Trying to get them going here is Colburn. He's out there
by Kevin
in the shotgun. Kevin Garcia back there with him. They're going to hand it to Garcia up the middle, and he gets leveled in the backfield by that guy. Almost looked like
number 77, correct?
77, yeah. Brian Cervantes. He might be from Jal. Jal may have dressed that guy up in a dang gray and black uniform and sent him in there to hit a Cardinal. But anyway, a lot of them Cervantes down there like old Renee. 28-7, 11:30 remaining here in the third. Here go the Cardinals. Colburn rolling to his left. He's looking down the field. He fires it down the field.
Intercepted again.
Right to a black shirt, and that's a pickoff. That ball is intercepted.
Not a very good way we want to start off this quarter. But the pass was intended for Mata. Just kind of underthrew him, and the guy just jumped up and grabbed it out of midair.
So that's going to make it 1st and 10 for the Tigers. They're going to have great field position here. They're going to start off, we're going to call it the 38-yard line. They're already deep in Eunice territory. 11:19 on the clock. It's 28-7. Raton Tiger ball. There's freaking bugs everywhere. They're buzzing me. They're going on my head, my ears, flying ants and whatnot. I'm smacking them. I need some off. Anybody wants to sponsor that's got one of them bug companies? There goes Walton headed down the field. He's going to pick up about 5.
He gets fall forward, get 7 out of it.
Yeah, man, that he's a load for sure.
It's a beast.
Looks like he's down to, I'm going to call it the 34, maybe even the 33. We'll say the 34 just for statistical purposes. 2nd down and 5. Under 11 minutes on the clock. 2 receivers now moving to the left, 1 to the right. Quarterback in the shotgun. He's got a back beside him and one behind him in that kind of pistol formation. They're going to pitch it out here to the left side. Here goes a running back around the left end. That is that dang Walton. Somebody hit him square up, and he knocked them flat on their back and then kept on going all the way down deep into Cardinal territory, across the 20-yard line. He's all the way down to the 18, 1st and 10 Tigers.
Too easy for that young man to get down there.
And they can't put their arms around him. His legs are like freaking steam locomotives. Under 10:20 to go. 1st and 10, ball spotted, looks like about the 19-yard line, maybe the 18. We'll call it the 18. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Quarterback in the shotgun. They snap it back.
Oh.
He's looking for somebody to throw to, and he gets knocked to the ground. A sack there by number 81 will give him a sack. That is Caden Jacobson.
He's done very good tonight. We said his name a couple of times already.
So I'm going to give him about a 6-inch loss on that play just to call it a sack. It might be a yard, but anyway, we'll put him at the 19. 2nd, and we'll call it 11 just for the sack purposes. 9:30 on the clock. Eunice showing blitz. Here they come. They get through. No, they don't. They throw it out to Walton. Walton's got some room. He's bobbing. He's weaving. Now he's coming back to the left side. He breaks free. He runs over somebody and then walks into the end zone like he's playing with a couple of Cardinals that were hanging on him. They signal touchdown. However,
it was holding over there on the side.
We got a flag on the play.
Yep, he's holding over there.
So Laundry on the field, that's going to bring it all the way back, but it don't change how good that dang run looked.
Yeah, it looked very good.
Man, I'm telling you, it's like he's a man out there playing with kids. It's like if I went out there and played with, probably some babies, like some newborns, maybe. That's about the only people, because I couldn't run 40 yards. I'd fall over and have a heart attack. But anyway, he's just, it's like he's playing with them. He literally started walking about the 5-yard line with people on him like he was just pushing them off like, hey, you can't take me down. 9:18 on the clock. It's now 2nd. I'm going to call it 25. Ball spotted about the 30-yard line. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right.
Oh, there's a breeze.
Pistol back in the backfield. They're going to throw the pass out to the right side. It's overthrown and sails out of bounds. 9:13 on the clock here in the 3rd quarter.
That's the best job they've done all night, not completing that pass for us.
I agree.
Score is 28-7 in Raton's favor. 9 minutes and 13 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. And Raton is threatening again.
Shout out to Sean Roach out there listening from the Lee County Sheriff's Department. Appreciate you listening out there to some Cardinal football.
I think their season kicks off tomorrow, correct?
I think you're right. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. They deep snap it back to the quarterback. He throws it down the field. Oh. The ball hits the Raton receiver right in the hands and goes out of bounds.
And he was open.
Oh, yeah. It was a good throw, too.
Good, solid throw. Hit him in the hands, but just cannot get him. So it's 4th down for Raton.
Got a message here from Coach Samiego down in Jal. Man, I'm getting lots of Jal shout-outs. Appreciate you folks down there listening. Coach Sam, we appreciate you. Mish ain't seen you in a while. Good to know that you're out there listening to a fine announcer like Resendo here, and I'm just his sidekick. 9:08 on the clock. Here goes Raton. They snap the ball. They're looking deep down the field. They float it down the field, and it's picked off by Trevino. He's got some room. He's out to the 30, still on his feet across the 30-yard line. We'll call it the 33-yard line after the interception by Trevino.
Good reaction by the line. The defensive line jumped up and hit the ball from the line, and Trevino turned around, landed in his hands, and made it, 10, 20 yards there?
Yep,
so
absolutely.
That's the 3rd interception for the defensive side for the Eunice Cardinals.
Yeah, so Trevino now with a pick as well. Under 9 minutes to go here in the 3rd, 28-7. Eunice trying to
that offense needs to get out there and get going, man.
Yeah, they kind of stroll out onto the field, look a little lackadaisical. That's a big word. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. They hand it to Garcia, and he gets driven because there's a whole host of
was there a lion out there?
Raton Tigers that come through growling and hissing and spitting. Kind of sounded like some of them wildcats that the city of Eunice is trying to catch out there in the alleys. Shout out to City of Eunice and that animal control folks, because there's some wildcats out there, just like these wildcats here
These Tigers?
Tucumcari, these Tigers
Tigers taking care of business. These
coming through
Cardinals.
there making little noises like wow as they came through the middle.
Kevin lost 4 yards on that play.
That's second, and we'll call it 13. Ball spotted about the 30. Here comes the blitz. They pitch it out over to this side to Mata. He had
is hitting
room
the
for
backfield.
just a quick second, and then they drive through and close the hole, and he loses about 1 yard. Under 8:10 and ticking. 28-7. It's going to be. Is that not fourth?
That's
No,
third. They're saying it's third over there,
So-
so we'll take it.
Third, and we'll call it 12, maybe 13.
And the offensive line is kind of grabbing the hips here. We'll see what's going on here. Yeah,
Eunice
that
has
coach is
trips
screaming.
to the left, one out here to the right. Colburn, and I believe that's Garcia in the backfield.
Yes, it is.
They try to draw offsides. Here goes the snap. The official in the back is giving them the count. There we go. We got a snap. We're looking
Oh, man.
downfield, and
Get rid of
here
it, get rid of it,
comes.
get rid of it, get rid of it,
Oh,
get rid of
my
it, get rid of it.
goodness. Woo! I don't even know what to say with that.
He was driven back with 10, 20 yards. He runs into the ref to wrap him up and throw him down for a sack, man.
He ran into the white hat who was standing right there beside him, and he's telling the white hat, hey, you're standing beside me in the dang way. I tried to roll out. I ran into you. You want me to wear that white hat?
And Whitehead just throws his hands up, shrugs his shoulders.
Yeah, like I don't know what to do. It's now fourth down and a long ways
So
after that
comes Eunice's
loss.
team to punt the ball again. This is
7 minutes and ticking. Tackle Football League begins September the 10th, I'm told.
I was wrong on the dates, huh?
Renee Cervantes with a shout out. Sean Roach with a shout out. Appreciate you guys listening. Here's the kick. It's a skip down the field. That's going to be Walton that takes it and starts rumbling, and here he goes.
Oh,
He's
spin
still
move.
on his feet. He's still going. He's got a whole gang of Cardinals on him, and he finally goes down at about the 35-yard line.
At this time of the frame of the game, if he's up that long, try to strip the ball if you're a Eunice guy. Strip the ball, try to punch it out, do anything you can to get that ball back to the offensive side.
Derek Martinez, Coach Martinez from Loving back over there listening. We appreciate you guys listening. Definitely for
We got-
sure.
we got almost whole Lee County listening. And Eddy County, huh?
Yeah, appreciate you guys. Once again, I appreciate you, the Coles. I appreciate you guys listening. So many people sending messages. I thank you guys for listening. 6:30 remaining here in the third quarter. Raton has the ball. I'm going to call it the 36-yard line. Two receivers to the left, one to the right. They're kind of in that inverted-looking wishbone thing with the quarterback in the shotgun. They pitch it out here to Walton. He's rumbling, stumbling. Going to be hard to take down right there, but he drives it all the way. He just lowered his head and ran over
Did
somebody.
he get a first down?
It's going to be close.
Very close.
They're eyeballing it. Looks like they're going to say he's about 6 inches short. 6 inches. You can get a Subway down at the sandwich shop that'll probably not fit in between that mark and the first down mark.
They're going to call it a first down.
I tell you, if it was
You
a
see,
Cardinal
They call
thing,
it a first down, so the chain is barely moving over, so
and the clock is not ticking, the ref is out there
Swinging
doing his
his arm.
arm in a circle. I'm not sure if he's trying to pump up the crowd or tell him to start the clock.
Oh,
but anyway, there's
a broken
busted
play.
Quarterback's going to duck his head and go up the middle.
they still got a positive yardage out of a busted play.
Yeah. So we've got a Eunice defensive back and a wide receiver out here wrestling around, playing with each other, and then shaking each other's hands. Look like Nick Diaz and Conor McGregor. So after that busted play, they picked up about 5. Looks like the ball's been spotted about, I'm going to call it the 21-yard line.
It's pretty close.
So second and about 5.5 from the 21, 5:47 on the clock. Looks like they're walking. Oh, Walton back there. He's the only person in the backfield. They got
That Wildcat offense.
spread offense with Walton.
Ooh, broken play came in
Oh,
number
man.
8. Oh, get the ball.
I don't even know what to call that. I'll just call it a broken play that didn't really do much. In fact, may have lost about a foot. So third down, 5:20 remaining here in the third. It's still 28-7. Eunice has really stiffened up this third quarter.
I mean, on their first offensive drive for the Tigers, they got an interception out of it. They're holding right now to
Hope
3
I
and
don't
6.
jinx us. Two receivers
you're
to the right,
notorious for that,
one
huh?
to the left. I am. Pistol back in the backfield, quarterback in the shotgun. There goes the pitch. They pitch it out to that side. They've got him in the backfield. If they could just bring him down, they had him, and they stay with him and drag him down.
Can stick, just getting him out there.
22
Eli
is
Lord.
Eli Lord, the senior. So that was a little toss sweep out to the right side.
So they lost 2 yards on that one, so it brings them 4th and 8.
Is that quarterback for them? Is that number 10? Is that who's running the QB? Their numbers to me are a little hard to see. I think that's
Yes,
Maturano.
it is number 10.
Isn't Maturano, isn't he, or is that his family, the kid that used to be, or I said
No.
the kid, the young man that used to be the coach down there? Didn't he go to like Raton or from Raton or something like that? Justin, wasn't that his name?
You're talking about 3 or 4 years ago. But
Yes,
anyways,
they
had it
handed
off
up the middle.
And did he get a first down on that?
So that was 4th and about 8, and they are right at the first down marker. Ooh, man, they may
Walton
be
did a
measuring.
good, strong run there, but I think they're going to call it up. We need to practice seeing this.
Oh,
They are going to measure it.
They're going to stop and measure. We've got 81 hobbling off the field. That's Caden Jacobson. He's limping off after that pile of bodies up there.
We can just walk it off. He's a good player.
Yeah. 4:05 remaining here in the third quarter. It's 28-7. Big measurement here for the Cardinals. They need this stop. It's going to be really, really close. Oh, my goodness.
Oh.
They stopped them by like
Good job,
by
defense,
2 inches.
Cardinals.
I mean, there's a 6-inch sub, and then there's that kitty sub that you get that's about 3 inches. That was less than that width right there. I couldn't even see any space between but they instantly signaled the other way. So Eunice will take over 1st and 10.
Good job, defense, once again.
I'm going to call that about maybe the 16. It looks like they're right on the 15.
Right on the 15.
So the ball spotted at the 15-yard line. Eunice got 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Coburn in the backfield. He's rolling right, looking across the field, looking down the field. He throws it, and it is, oh, my goodness. I was fixing to say it's intercepted.
Almost intercepted.
That ball, when it came out of his hands, instantly started going like almost end over end.
That duck in the air, man.
Yeah, he lost it out of his hand, and
his attention receiver was Thompson.
Yes, man. There is another one of them little flying ant. You little rascal! You better get the heck up off me. You're gonna go see Jesus. That thing's chewing on my arm and whatnot. Them little suckers will bite you, man.
You got some strong teeth on that old skin, you know what I'm saying?
I got old soft skin. It's starting to like just break just from walking down the road, much less an ant chewing on me. All right, here we go. They throw it out here to the right side. Mata with the catch. He's got a little room here. If he can get through a couple of folks, he's behind a little blocker. He gets knocked out of bounds. He's going to pick up at least 5.
Mata did a good job going up in the air and catching that ball.
Yes.
Bringing it down, tucking it, and running it.
Yeah.
Those receivers are earning their money tonight.
And Raton's got a guy headed to the sidelines right now holding look like his right leg. He may be cramping up. That looks like a cramp up. So Eunice will have the ball. Looks like they spotted it right at the 20. It's going to be, and there's another player out there cramping up. So there's 2 players for Raton cramping up. They're doing the little cramp rub thing that they do where they need one of those gun things that you see advertising where they stick it down there and go and just like thump them on the leg, and all of a sudden their cramps are gone. That's the way it works on the commercial anyway. 3:49 remaining here in the third. 3rd and 5. Looks like Raton's got the blitz coming. Here they come. Brady rolls to the left. He's looking down the field. He fires across, and he just couldn't get enough on it as he was getting taken down. Tried to get it to Mata. Incomplete pass. That's going to make it 4th down at about 5, and this is going to be a big decision here for the Cardinals. You don't get the first down. You give it to the Raton at the 20-yard line. About the 21 maybe, 21 I would say. You get the first down, and it's huge, keeps your momentum going. I mean, this is a big one.
Keeps that defense on the sideline, let them rest a little bit more too. So
2 receivers to each side, right and left. Coburn in the backfield. Can't tell who he's got beside him. I think it might be Garcia, but I'm not certain. They're trying the offside play.
Yeah, it is Garcia.
They didn't work, and now they're going to call a timeout. So timeout, Cardinals. We'll keep it here for just a minute. I'll check my messages as I get folks sending me stuff, see if I got anything, see if anybody loves me.
Anybody loves you?
Yeah.
You must have a good battery on that phone. You get messages after messages after work messages.
Nobody loves me.
It's a good thing, man.
Yep. So, anyway, yeah, no lovers. Anyway, it's 3:42 remaining here in the third, 28-7. Shout out to some sponsors. We love you, whether you love us or not. We love you. Cardinal Hardware and Lumber, Eunice Pump and Supply, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Public Schools, Redbird Gas, the City of Eunice, Parker Energy, Eunice Wrecker and Rental, Devon Energy, BTH Services and Rental, NMR Pipeline LLC. We appreciate you guys and all that you do.
Yes,
and,
sir.
You know, go
Give a
ahead.
shout out to my neighbor. He said he's also watching the game. It says go Cards.
Yep, shout out, neighbor.
Shout out neighbor. He knows who he is. Because my other neighbor's sitting over there.
Oh, okay.
It's Joneses.
Got them neighbors. The Joneses.
Yeah.
Which Joneses?
Your Uncle Jones. The one that
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're
Josh
right.
is
Yeah,
down
that's
there.
across the alley.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
I got to compete with them in my yard.
That's some pretty good Joneses
I'm
right
telling you, I live in a good neighborhood too.
there. Yeah, you got that good neighborhood. Right across the street, what you got, Steve Almaguer?
Yeah.
That's pretty scary. He
And
probably
I
caused some
got Ryan
trouble.
Dean on the other side. So
Yeah, you got Deans and Almagers, man, all them folks around you. Here we go.
Skinner.
Eunice runs back to the line of scrimmage. They're at the 20. They're going to punt it. And they do, and they punt it a whole 15, maybe 20 yards, and that ball's skipping over to the left. Oh, they're going to get a few more yards than that, but not many.
that was a good punt. I was going to say bunt.
I think it was more of a bunt, but anyway, it's just across the 40 at the 42-yard line. 3:33 remaining in the third. A punt bunt.
They're hollering for a football out to get this game going. Did you hear him?
Yeah.
Get me off a little bit.
I guess
Ball. Like,
the,
what?
the ball guy disappeared. They lost him for a minute.
They're doing a cheeseburger.
Yep. Once again, shout out to Antonio Granados. Appreciate you out there listening. Good luck with your season this year. Definitely. Raton takes over. They've spotted it. Looks like right at the 42-yard line. 3:33 on the clock here in the third. It's 28-7. See if our defense can continue to hold. They got to be wearing down. Hands it right up the middle. And they do a good job of tackling. The kid still falls forward. That's that Walton kid. And, man, that kid's just a –
And Trevino's taking a while to get up, and so is Walton. There's a good, solid hit on both sides, but Walton's getting some cramps.
Yep. They're grabbing Walton's legs now. Looks like he's cramping up.
And all 6 coaches for Raton runs out there.
Man.
That's their
that
pride-winning horse right there.
Man, yeah, you got to run out there. I mean, when your thoroughbred falls over and sticks his leg in the air,
By golly.
you got a group of coaches that run out there and start giving him some mouth-to-leg services or something. I mean, they're going to make sure and get that blood pumping in
you
that
got to.
calf.
When you take him off the field for a little bit, it's 28-7 here in the third quarter.
They're liable to bust out with the toenail clippers, clip his toenails while they're out there, give him a little petty. Get them little black stones out and start rubbing them up and down his shin, make sure he feels good.
He good.
Yeah, I not trying to make light of the injury at all because I think the way he stuck his leg up in there looked like it was a cramp.
Yeah, because earlier one of the other players was cramping, so.
Kid's an amazing player, but he's staying down on the field out there, and now they've got like.
Water?
Yeah, maybe.
They took his helmet off.
Yeah, I hope it's nothing serious.
Yeah,
Definitely not trying to make light of the situation. I assumed with the 2 kids coming off cramping and the defense a while ago, and then the way he hit the ground and stuck his leg up in the air, it looked like he was grabbing it like his calf or something, and that they were. And then one of his players went over there and was doing the typical bend your toes back toward your knee to work out a cramp.
And I think their trainer's also working on his calf from here.
Yeah, that kid's
a beast. I'm
telling you.
He's carried that ball, 85% of the night?
Man, I have no idea what kind of carry numbers he's got, but.
That's just carrying the ball. He also carries additional players.
Yeah. So he's still down out there. I can't see. I'm old. And we need a sponsor that gives away some eyeglasses. So
Maisie Mays.
Yeah, somebody. Yeah, he's up now and he's walking. It does look like a cramp because he's walking on his own and kind of shaking his leg as he's coming. It to me, that shows everything what I would think would be a cramp. So,
yeah, he's limping a little bit. There you go. Read that right there.
Shout out to Kenny and Joanne Jones. All right. Yes, that is a very good neighborhood. Yeah, everybody watching the game at HobbsAmerica.com, we appreciate you guys. You can't quit. There's still a game going on. All right. So, anyway, harassing Coach Frazier a little bit. 3:15 remaining here in the third. Here they go. Raton pitches it out to this left side. A good play by the defense if they can just bring him down, and they do. Nice job by Jorge Gomez getting out and turning that play back in.
And that
then
player's
there's
down as
another
well.
cramp.
He sure is moving a lot. Did they not give him water at halftime, or they don't have a?
Yeah, he's pointing it
Yeah.
above his head. I mean, I think it's another cramp. You know, you see some of them old silent movies from back in the day, like the Three Stooges, but before then, where like people fall down and two guys would run over and each one would grab a leg and start pumping the leg back and forth. That's when you see somebody get a cramp and they run out there.
This
and start
young
pumping
generation, like, what is he talking
what
about,
is-
Mom?
What is he talking about? The
Like-
folks that have a few more years under them, I was going to say the old folks. The folks that have a few more years are sitting at home laughing, going, I know exactly what he's talking about, but.
The game tonight is guess Jamie's age.
So yeah, they're while we're taking another cramp break. I mean, what better time to take a cramp break than to take a cramp break down at the Eunice Health Clinic? You can get some cramps, run on down to the clinic. They'll
Give you an IV.
Yeah, with some potassium in it to
that's
help with them
perfect.
cramps. They'll work them suckers out in no time. And if that don't work, you can run on over to Eunice Pump and Supply. They got a sledgehammer. They'll beat that cramp right on out of that leg.
If you can't go anywhere, call Eunice Record. They'll carry you anywhere you
they'll
need to
hook
go.
on, tow you home. And, here's another cramp. And if all that don't work, call the city of Eunice. They'll send an ambulance over to pick you up and drag you on over to the hospital. Get that cramp worked out over there. 3:03 remaining in the third. It's 28-7. Raton is cramping.
In the third quarter, huh?
They're cramping. They're whooping us, but they're cramping. So maybe that's a sign of some wear and tear.
And nobody from the Eunice side has cramped, which is a good
I
thing. It
better
means they're
start knocking.
hydrated.
I thought about saying it, but I thought as
No,
soon
they're
as I did,
hydrated.
the whole team will fall over and grab
They got
calf.
good people out to get them goodies.
So it's third, and we'll call it 6. Ball spotted about the 38. Raton with the football, going from our right to left. That kid looked like he was cramping when he was. Oh, now we got a movement forward.
Numerous times, young man, but I'm like, okay. It's hard looking at the camera and the field at the same time, so.
Yeah, you got to keep up with that. Camera be losing some sponsors.
Losing
over
some
there.
sponsors.
3:03.
They're real quick, huh?
They were sending me messages saying, "You better tell it he's about to lose some sponsors." If
One
he,
point to the scoreboard.
it's 28-7. Raton scoots back 5. Now their ball spotted right at the 40. We'll call it the 43-yard line. They snap it back, looking pass all the way, throwing it down the field, and they've got a wide-open receiver down the sideline. He's headed down the side, and it's going to be really close to a first down. Our defensive
Oh, they
back,
called it a first down already.
our defensive backs jumping around like they did something special. The problem is
You got a first down.
we got
out of it,
first
bud.
down. So, anyway, 1st and 10 for Raton. Look like the ball spotted now about the 31-yard line is what we'll call it.
And that defense has been on the field for a long time. 2 sets of cramps, 4 first downs.
Yeah, what the heck? I am getting old.
You're falling apart on me, bud.
I got a blister
This
on
kid
my
was moving the whole time with yellow shoes over here.
And here goes Walton again. He's rumbling, stumbling, bobbing, weaving all the way down. Golly bum, he's tough. He leaves a trail of Cardinals that were all hanging on him at one point. So he got his cramp worked out, got him some kind of aid, whether it was Gatorade, Powerade, or whatever other kind of aid there is out there. And he rumbles and stumbles 30 yards for a touchdown. 2:45 remaining here in the third. It's 34-7.
And that play should have been dead at the beginning, man, because this guy over here with the yellow shoes was just moving his feet the whole time. But oh well, it's a touchdown, so the score is 34-7. Raton leads here.
Yeah. It's,
In the third quarter, 2 minutes and 45 seconds left here.
Rubbed a blister on my elbow just from setting it on the table.
Man, dude.
That's when you know your skin's getting brittle. There's the kick, and it's up and headed through. It looks like it's headed toward Raton, and it is good. 35-7. The Cardinals are in a battle here for sure.
That's an understatement. In the world of hurt, Mazian.
We'll send it back. Get a word from our sponsors while we've got a minute.
The proud owners of Eunice Wrecker and Rental offer professional and reliable 24-hour roadside services in Lee County. Light to medium duty towing and recovery, fuel deliveries, jump starts, lockouts, and tire changes. They also haul off unwanted vehicles to help clean up your property. Eunice Wrecker and Rental have over 20 years of experience. They are fully licensed and insured. Call 575-394-HOOK. That's 575-394-4665. Eunice Wrecker and Rental are located at 44 North New Mexico Highway 248, Eunice, New Mexico, mile marker 1.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here to Tucumcari. Your score is 35-7. I'm Jimmy Jones alongside Rosendo Caballero. Charlie Fairbrush is on the run tonight. He's a fugitive from justice. We'll plan on seeing him in court come Monday. But
That's not good, Coach. That's not good.
But anyway, no, Charlie was tied up with work today, and it's a long ways up here and wasn't going to make it in time. So we appreciate you, Charlie. We're going to need you. Going to need you soon.
Yeah, especially when I'm running this camera. We're going to lose sponsors.
Raton just punched it in again. 2:45 remaining here in the third. It's 35-7. And we still got a lot of football to play. I mean,
And we're still waiting for a football on the field. They keep screaming for a ball and finally gets out there on this natural grass field. It's a very nice field, actually.
and it's a beautiful night with the exception of the bugs.
And the
Man.
score.
Well, that too, yeah, for sure. So they told us when we got here, because I noticed, like I mentioned earlier on the broadcast, the grass is like crazy green, probably 20, 30 miles south of here all the way up. The sides of the road look like people's yards, better than most people's yards. Anyway, it's a lot of rain, so now that the sun's went down, you got the lights on, and they've turned the lights on in here, and there are freaking bugs everywhere. Anyway, getting ready to kick off. It's 2:45 remaining in the third. 35-7. Raton to kick off from our right to left.
The ball keeps falling off the tee. Doesn't want to get kicked again, I guess.
Yeah, I don't blame it. That probably hurts.
You ever been kicked?
I've been kicked a couple times. Just had somebody say that running back from Raton looks like Bo Jackson. Yeah, he kind of does. Bo knows football.
And basketball.
Better than Bo Langley. He don't know football. But anyway, there's a kick deep down the
Oh.
field, and it's going to go into the end zone.
Why you got to talk about Bo Langley? He's a good guy.
I love me some Bo. Bo knows football, too. Well, he knows how to watch it.
Says running sprints will take care of the cramps. LOL.
Yeah.
That's from my neighbor.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Some things I don't even know what to respond to that I should respond, so I just try to.
You bite your tongue, is that what you're trying to say, Coach?
Yeah, and I don't do that very
You've
often.
matured from last season. Good job.
I'm not very good at it.
At running?
Ball spotted at the 20, we'll call it the 20-yard line, 1st and 10 Cardinals. They hand it straight up the middle.
And we have a Melanson on the field, I believe, number 9 for the Eunice Cardinals as quarterback.
That is Melanson at the QB.
Our freshman.
Is that right? I can't see. My damn
Yeah,
eyeballs don't work.
that's number 9.
Is it?
Yeah. And he's like a little taller than the last quarterback.
A 9 and a 4 with these old eyes. I can't hardly tell the difference, but we hand it off straight up the middle. We do pick up about 4 yards. That's going to make it 2nd and 6.
Handed it off to Kevin Garcia.
Ball spotted about the 24-yard line. 2:15 remaining in the third. It's 35-7. Melanson now at quarterback. The freshman, I think's got a ton of potential. He swings it down the field, and the ball lands near the feet of number 10. That's going to be Hyan Castro. So Melanson's first pass is incomplete.
All I got to say on that play, it was a good job. The ball was a little short, but as a receiver, the score being what it is, take a step forward, dive for the ball. Let's have a little bit more effort to make it to a first down.
Yeah.
Hindsight's 20/20, man. You know what I'm saying?
So it's going to be 3rd and, like I said, looks like about 6.
Yes, sir.
Ball spotted once again about the 24-yard line. Melanson making his first appearance. He's in the backfield. Trying to get the receiver set, getting the call from the sideline. Trips to the right, one to the left. Melanson takes the snap. He's looking down the field. He throws it. It's a completed pass to Thompson. Thompson trying to turn on some speed, and he gets pulled down from behind, trying to run around the defense. He had a whole host of people trying to take him down, and that's going to make it 4th, and he might have picked up 1, so 4th and 5.
That's his first catch of the night.
Yep.
I would go for it. This kid got a cannon. Why not? No, we're going to punt it away.
No, we're going to call a timeout and go talk about it. So 4th and 5, 1:33 remaining here in the third quarter. We've got Melanson has come onto the field. I talked about Melanson in my pregame. You know, and I will tell you, as my pregame notes stated, there is not many kids that I think more of than Brady Colburn. I think Brady Colburn is a heck of a kid. Kid played linebacker last year, undersized linebacker. He's a tough kid. This year he's not undersized. The kid's grown. He's tough as nails. I got all the respect for him in the world. My only thing of thinking, and I hadn't watched, I'm not at practice, the coaches are, the Melanson kid to me, as a junior high player last year, and I know it's different, as junior high player to me last year, I was going, ooh, this is Mason Caperton maybe better at that age. Just watching him. And so I hadn't got to see him this first time. I've seen him up here against varsity level talent. And maybe he doesn't, but in my head, I'm like, man, this guy may be the next Mason Caperton.
So that being said, Eunice can go on the 4th down. He throws it deep, and he's intercepted as I did not move the screen as I should have, but he was throwing it towards.
It's an incomplete pass. Raton Tiger tried to dive in there and make the
interception, but he did not.
Interception. I can't tell who that was. He was throwing it over there too. We threw it 30 yards down the field on 4th and 5.
I mean, it's a good thought. A little short, but give a shout out to James Tippett. He says listening to us coming home from his deer lease. He says y'all are entertaining for sure. I want to take that as a compliment, Mr. Jones.
I hope so. So
the defense is back out there for the Eunice Cardinals. Score is 35-7. Raton leads here in Tucumcari, New Mexico.
So Raton will take over on downs. Ball spotted about we'll call it the 25. They've got the ball deep in Cardinal territory. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Got that little inverted wishbone-looking thing in the backfield.
Toss play to the right.
The ball's on the ground. They pick it up. They throw it over the – oh, my goodness.
Did you just see that?
Yeah, and he's still going.
Did you just see that?
So the ball was snapped onto the ground. Quarterback struggled to pick it up. He did pick it up. He throws it over the head of the running back.
Gets it.
We had probably 3 people right there all jumping for the ball. The ball skipped off one of them back into the running back's hands, and then he gets back past the original line of scrimmage.
It was just in the cards tonight, I guess.
So all of that to say he picked up about 1. Ball spotted about the 24 now. It's going to be 2nd and 9. 50 seconds remaining here in the third. It's 35-7. Raton in the lead. There's a glare on the glass where I'm at, so I'm leaning over here looking like I'm putting my head on Racindo's shoulder so I can see the game.
I got your shoulder.
Man, I saw a lot of movement there, but they hand it off straight up the middle to Walton. He's rumbling, stumbling, still going. And he is down inside the 20. Going to be about the 19.
That kid is running the ball still strong, man. Here in the third quarter.
3rd down and going to be maybe
16
3.
seconds left, so.
See if they just let it tick, maybe.
I believe they are. No, they will go for a quick play. 7 seconds left.
All right, so here we go. They're going to go ahead and try to get a play. No, they're not. They didn't get it off. So that is the end of the third quarter. The score, 35-7. Raton leads the Cardinals. We'll send it back to a word from our sponsors.
Eunice has a friendly small-town atmosphere, great schools and churches, and a low cost of living. The entire community is very involved with all levels of sports and academics. The Eunice Department of Motor Vehicles' new office hours are Monday through Thursday, 7:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m., and Friday, 7:30 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. No testing on Friday. Eunice, a friendly small town with a wonderful community and amenities.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Tucumcari. As your Eunice Cardinals have traveled up here to Tucumcari to face Raton. Kind of a strange deal, playing in Tucumcari. You get all kinds of rumors, so you don't know what's true. But somebody told me that they were having referee or official problems up in that division or district up there. So
As
Eunice,
in lack of officials,
lack of
or
officials
just
or something.
so much hazing,
So-
or
So Eunice and them Raton agreed to meet here in Tucumcari because they could get officials easier, something to that effect. I don't know how much nonsense that is, but anyway, Raton with the ball. It's 3rd down and about 3. I'm now back to looking through this glass, which has a glare on it because the lights are on in here. 35-7. Raton with the ball. They snap it.
Oh,
It's a
good
busted
ball.
play. The ball is on the ground right between two Cardinals. They both bent over to pick it up. Looked like they were doing the wheelbarrow drill.
and nobody got the ball for the Eunice Cardinals.
And then a Tiger dives in and gets it. So they were both
Quarterback
bending
went to
over.
the right, the running back went to the left, and ended
Look-
up on the floor. And
The two Cardinals looked like they were bending over and grabbing their ankles, stretching out their hamstrings while the ball was right between them.
like, you get it, no, I got it. No, you get it, no, I got it.
So that's going to make it 4th down and about 5. Looks like the ball's spotted. We'll call it on the 20.
And they're going for it, Raton.
They
Going
are.
for it.
I wouldn't have been surprised to see a long field goal here. But so you got 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. You've got the Haas in the backfield. They're going to hand it to the Haas. He's going right up the middle. He's rumbling, stumbling,
Did he
and
fall
he's going to
forward
be
for the first down?
real close. Man, he just picks the whole pile up and carries
No,
them.
it's going to be.
Well, over here you've got a spot that's about a yard different than the one over there.
Oh, I see.
You see, this guy is
Uh-huh.
like a yard farther down the field than that guy was. So you got the line judges, and they've done a good job tonight.
They've
but
done a
they
great
were-
job, actually. They're going to measure it, so that's a good thing.
Well, this guy here was all the way up to the line. That one over there was a
About a
good
yard
yard
to the-
short. He was marking a yard short. So
I'm
one
going to
side
go
of
with
the
that guy over there.
yeah, I like that guy over there spot better. The guy on that side was marking a yard short. This guy over here was marking on the line. So we'll see what
Yeah, but
happens.
An official measurement out there. And let's see what happens here.
So the last official measurement went our way. Let's see what this one does. Man, it's going to be close.
I can't see nothing.
They're saying he's short.
Oh, that's again the Eunice Cardinals hold him again. It's
Wow.
very close.
Yeah, I mean they're still looking at it. The Eunice Cardinals are running off the field, but there they go. They finally
Made
Man.
the official call.
the Raton Tigers were arguing with everybody, saying, "Hold on, wait a minute," and the officials sat there an extra 5-10 seconds staring at it after Eunice already ran off the field
Trying to
before they
debate.
finally made the signal.
Trying to debate with the jury, huh?
Yep.
The judge has spoken. It's not a first down.
So 11:09 remaining here in the game. It's 35-7. Eunice going to take over. Looks like the ball's spotted right at the 15-yard line. Can you tell who's back there?
You have Melanton, and I cannot see who the running back is.
So Melanson in the backfield again. 2 receivers to the right, 2
It's
to the
Garcia.
left. Kevin Garcia back there beside Melanson. Once again, Melanson's the freshman.
Oh.
He's going to roll to his right. He's got some pressure. They're all over him. He's got a whole gang, and he flips it up.
Oh, and there's an interception. Oh, did
No.
he drop it? That was so nice.
Yeah.
We would have caught that in the air. Wow. So they wrapped him around, wrestled him, almost threw him in the end zone. He threw the ball. One of the Tigers dove, barely misses it.
Incomplete pass. All of that to
Incomplete
say
pass.
incomplete pass.
Incomplete pass.
Yep.
A lot of action. So it's 2nd and 10 for the Eunice Cardinals here in the 4th quarter with 10 minutes and 58 seconds going. The score is 35-7 in Raton's favor.
Under 11 minutes to go. 2 receivers right, 2 to the left. Melanson and somebody else in the backfield. Melanson
Here's
looking down
Kevin.
the field. He's got some time this time. He lets one go. Oh, my goodness. Hey, Thompson was behind his man. Thompson with the speed just led him a little bit too far this way across the field. That was a long pass.
It was a long pass.
Long pass. That, let's see,
That's 5,
10, 20, 30, 40, 50 yards in the air, maybe 55
55.
yards
I almost say 55.
in the air. But just a little too much for Thompson to
I don't know
get.
if Thompson ran too wide of a route or
Yeah,
what.
yeah. If he was supposed to turn it more middle or if he was supposed to flatten it, not sure either.
So it's 3rd and 10 here for the Eunice Cardinals. Melanton's in the back with no running back.
Here comes the pressure. He's looking down the field. He throws it, and that ball is right over the hands of Thompson and almost into the hands of a Raton Tiger.
It was a good, strong pass. It's just a little too high.
Yep.
So it's 4th down for the Eunice Cardinals, and I believe they're going to punt again.
Yeah, I had somebody asking me whether this was an officiating crew from Colorado or New Mexico, and I don't know that answer. I don't know. I can't tell whether they like red or green chili. I'm not sure. 10:59 remaining here in the game. Eunice in the punt formation. Here they go. They get the punt off. It goes straight up into the air, and it's going to land about, oh, my goodness. So they're going to get about 12 yards, maybe 13 out of that punt. Ball looks like it's blown dead right at the 30-yard line.
The 30-yard line.
Got bugs crawling on me again. One thing about this dang Tucumcari, they got some bug problems. Need to do something
They got
about
green grass.
Yeah, they do.
Nice, cool weather up here.
Man, speaking of green grass, I saw a weed place up
Yeah,
here
it's
on
not-
Main
you
Street.
see it?
Did you see that
Yeah.
place?
It's
That
called. Oh, I was gonna say the name, but that's like.
Yeah,
can't do
probably
that.
they didn't sponsor.
Yeah, they didn't sponsor us, but we can stop by and ask if they want to sponsor
that
us.
was like a crazy. They had that building painted all kind of. That didn't look like weed. Looked like some kind of psychedelic type nonsense on the front. But
they knew what they were doing. Remember, we're up north now.
10:30 remaining in the game. It's 35-7. They drop back. They throw it out to Walton. Walton
Ooh, the
bobs.
spin
He
move.
weaves. He spins. He's down across the 30.
And he did not go down.
Man, that kid is a machine.
So Raton, is that a 3A school or 2A school?
3. They're 3 and we're 2 now.
Well, the
Yes.
good thing is we actually scored this year around.
Yeah, we just got to keep them out of the end zone anymore, and then we'll have done better than last year. 35-7, 9:50 remaining here in the game. It's second. I'm going to call it 8. Ball spotted about the 28-yard line. I can't. Is that Walton in the backfield?
Yes.
I can't tell.
Yeah,
Looks
they have
like
not
some
taken
tree
him out.
trunks. So they faked the handoff. It looked like a busted play. The quarterback then takes it and runs up the middle. I don't think that was a design
Good
quarterback sneak.
No, it
In fact,
wasn't
the
because the
coach is over here throwing his arms around. He's mad at the world. So that was not on purpose.
Well, they still got a first down out of it. If it's not on purpose.
Yeah,
I mean,
it looked pretty good after the messed up handoff
I
in the
guess
back.
we'll take some of that non-purpose on the other side if you want to.
I mean, he got a bunch of yards out of that. They're all the way down just inside the 20. We'll call it the 19-yard line. 9:10 remaining in the game, 35-7. Raton with the ball inside the 20. We'll call it the 19. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left.
Got to hold him here,
Oh,
boys.
they've got that single backfield thing again with
Wildcat offense, huh?
Yeah. So they've got the Haas in the backfield. He's
The Haas.
He's
What else do
back
you
there.
call
They're
him,
going to
right?
snap it directly to him. That's Walton. And then we'll see what he's going to fake it and go right up the middle. And somebody, who is that, did a really good
That's
job.
Ryan
Ryan Teague.
Teague.
54, Ryan Teague with a great tackle right in the middle of the field, bringing down the dadgum juggernaut.
Juggernaut, huh?
Yeah, dang bugs, man. There are bugs everywhere. I got bugs on me. I'm going to have to wear one of them dadgum screen nets. They're crawling on my neck.
So long as they're going on your pants, you're okay.
I'm wiggling and bobbing and
Oh.
weaving. Oh, man.
Eunice was
Did we just jump
offsides.
offsides again? Yeah, apparently we did.
And Raton calls a timeout after that offsides on Eunice Cardinals.
So 8:11 remaining in the game is 35-7. Raton deep into Eunice territory and now 5 yards closer after the offsides.
This has been one of those nights for the Eunice Cardinals. I mean, that kid that jumped offsides doing push-ups, so I
Yeah,
respect that.
I guess the coaches sent a kid that jumped off sides to do push-ups, so he's out there doing push-ups in the middle of the field.
Crazy kids.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's been a rough night on the offensive side and the defensive side for the Eunice Cardinals, man. They just can't put nothing together with either quarterbacks, even though the Melanson kid has came in just for a little bit of time. But
We got Joey Melanson sending me messages saying y'all just like to say Melanson.
Melanson. The other day, somebody said they call him. They weren't announcing the name right. They weren't announcing the name right, and I corrected them. They got mad at me, man. I go, it's Melanson. From Jal. They've been here forever.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's like I've said from the beginning. I don't know what the answer is as far as quarterbacks go. I think both of those kids are very, very capable, and I think they both do a good job. I'm not advocating really one way or the other for one or the other.
It's tough to tell in your first game. We just got to be patient.
It is.
And just continue moving forward, developing on reps, developing on film. So we'll get there.
So 8:11 remaining in the game, 35-7. Here goes the snap. They throw it. They run that fade pattern over in the corner.
And he was out of bounds, correct?
I can't tell.
Yes, he was pushed out of bounds.
So from where I'm at, there's a glare on the window. I could see that he was there. I couldn't tell if he caught it. I
He
couldn't tell
caught
if
it,
he's
but
in
they
bounds.
pushed him out of bounds before he came down.
So when we first got in here, they had the lights off, and I guess it's one light switch that controls the whole box. And when they turned the lights on, boom!
Turn them off real quick.
Well, I think everybody down there, see, they probably
They got
can't
real
see.
quiet down there, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, see, on my end with the lights on, I can't see. It's like there's a glare on the screen or on the window. So I struggle to see.
Does that glare come from your forehead?
Oh, there's a pickoff, an interception. He's still on his feet, headed down the sideline.
Oh, he was hit out of bounds.
That's number 13. That's Elgin Woods.
Elgin Woods got an interception, but the quarterback came in and hit him 5 yards out of bounds. But I guess there's no flag, huh?
Yeah, no flag. Another INT for the Cardinals.
That guy must be mad because that's the third one tonight by the Eunice Cardinals defense.
Now that's 4.
Oh, yeah.
Jonathan had 1, Luis Gomez, Trevino, and now Elgin. So that's 4 pickoffs tonight for the Cardinals. Under 8 minutes to go here in the fourth. It's 35-7. See if the Cardinals can get some momentum going here.
They have Melanson in the backfield, quarterback, and they have is that Mata? Yeah, that's Mata with the green gloves.
Sitting beside him?
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
Yeah, it is. So 2 receivers to the right. One of those is Thompson. 2 out here to the left. One of them is Hyen. And there's the snap. And I don't think we were set, but there's no flag on the play. They throw a nice pass. It's caught, and then a sling around, and they sling the receiver down. I couldn't tell who that was.
Ortega.
Okay, so that's Jacob Ortega. And then 57. Who is 57?
For them?
No, for us. Does that say 57? I can't see. Got a glare. The guy that's running off with his helmet in his hand.
6'7".
67. That's Kyle Teague, so that's another one of the Teagues.
That's the younger Teague.
He looked like they pulled his helmet off, or he lost his helmet somehow. He's pulling at it. Anyway, so Eunice picks up about 2. Ball spotted now. Looks like right at the 30. There's a lot of movement going. They're looking down the field. They throw it down the field. That's a nice pass, a nice catch.
By Thompson.
And Thompson dashes out of bounds after picking up the first down. 7:08 remaining. Nice pass there by Melanson. Uncle Joey would be proud.
I bet he is right now.
35-7. Eunice trying to get something going here.
As he stays hydrated, right?
Ball spotted about the 42.
And that is our second first down, I believe, of the night.
2 receivers wide to the right. 2 out here to the left. Melanson and
Mata.
Mata in the
green
backfield.
gloves.
They hand it to Mata. Mata bobs, he weaves. He's going to dive forward for about 2 or 3 yards. 7 minutes remaining on the clock and ticking. 35-7.
Just remember the green gloves, okay?
I can't hardly see those either. I think I'm getting colorblind. I am old, huh?
Oh, you're falling apart. Your skin's rough.
Man,
You got a glare.
I tore a blister on my elbow from putting my elbows on the freaking
I did see a
table.
blue sticker on your mirror, but I
I'm
wouldn't
gonna
know what it
need
was.
one here pretty soon. They throw it out here to Thompson. Thompson has
That's a
it.
good move.
He's going to cut through. He's got a little move. He's trying to get around the corner. He runs out of bounds, but he picks up about maybe 3-4 yards. 6:34 on the clock.
As he steps out of bounds, good job on Melanson getting the ball to Thompson there.
So that's going to make it 3rd down. We're going to call it maybe 5. Ball spotted. Man, the spot wasn't very good.
No, it
but
was not. They went back like 2 yards.
They're spotted at about the 46-yard line. Eunice trying to hurry and get set. 3 to the right, 2 to the left. Melanson in the backfield by himself. They're looking down the field. They're going to
wide open right here, wide open.
They got a guy.
Right in his hands of Mata. He's overthrown by a smidge, and he misses it. Grabs his helmet. It was a beautiful, beautiful play.
Mata was 10 yards behind the closest defender. The ball was just, like 6 inches too far. Mata did a great job of laying out, trying to get his hands on
Extended
it.
all the way, yes.
And
Good
he
job.
touched it. He just couldn't bring it in. Laid out, extended.
Mark my words, that's going to work next game.
4th and 5 here. Eunice has got 3 to the right, 1 to the left. They're going to fake no, they're handing it straight up the middle.
They handed it off to Woods there.
Right
He-
up the
he
middle
lost
on
a
4th
yard.
and 5.
Uh-huh.
Huh. Wow. That was an interesting play call there. I don't even know what's happening on the field. Did they call a timeout before?
No, they changed the move. So
Oh,
Eunice
wow.
loses the ball on downs.
Yeah,
On the
that's
4th
a-
down, it was fourth and
Fourth and
5.
5, almost 6. We ran a dive up the middle. So anyway, yeah. So 6:18 remaining here in the ball game. We turn it over on downs.
Once again, after interception by the defense, we did not convert to score. So
So here
Just keep
goes
that in
Raton
mind.
back out here onto offense. They've got a couple of players over here on the sideline still doing the cramp leg pump thing. They hand it right up the middle to Walton, and goodness, that guy's a load. He's all the way down to the 35-yard line.
he was taken down by Kevin Garcia all by himself, and he's going to feel that tomorrow morning.
Yeah. Ball spotted right at the 35, 6-10 and ticking, 35-7. Eunice trails. Raton with the ball.
And Raton's moving with a purpose again here.
Yeah, they look like they got
They
a
didn't
little
like it
pep
that
in their
Eunice
step.
got a first down on him a minute ago, did they?
Yeah. Yeah, and you know, kind of cut into this lead, 35-7. So here they go. Looks like we got a blitz trying to line up here. We get the blitz to the
good
and a
job.
nice tackle there.
A 2-4.
Is that Caballero?
Yes,
yeah.
sir.
So a nice
job.
little open field tackle on the juggernaut Walton, and that holds him to no gain. So it's going to be 2nd and 10.
Wow, 2nd and 10. I haven't heard that all night. You know that?
Yeah, ball at
Without
the
any
35.
penalties, that's a good job for the defense once again.
2 receivers wide right, 2 to the left. The juggernaut in the backfield in the pistol back position.
He's going to be running with a purpose if they give it to him. He's not happy right now.
Quarterback Materano in
It'll
the
be a pass.
backfield. They throw it out to the left side,
Oh.
and it was almost picked off.
Like 22, but he went in for the hit.
Yes.
Eli Lord, he was going to hit him instead of getting the ball, but
Man.
good thought, good thought. So it's 3rd and 10 for Raton.
5:08 showing on the clock, remaining here in the game. 35-7, 3rd down and 10. Ball spotted right at the 35-yard line. Eunice could use a stop here, and they could make this interesting at least.
That's an understatement.
So here we go. 2 to the left, 1 out here to the right. Here's the snap. They hand it straight up the middle to Walton.
And you had to say
he's-
something, huh?
Golly.
Man, he broke-
golly. He's breaking tackles all the way down the field. He leaves a trail of destruction all the way down inside the 5.
It wasn't a touchdown, or they threw him in there?
I guess they threw him into the
gonna
end
stop
zone
him at
right
the
at the
1 yard
end.
line?
And, yeah, I mean, maybe even less than the 1, like the 2-foot line.
At the 6-inch yard line.
Walton is just a man among boys. That guy's just a
Is he related to Peyton Walton?
man, maybe Walter Payton.
I mean, Walter Payton, yes.
Yeah, so 4:45 on the clock. Clock is ticking. Raton with the football. I mean, if you're Raton, you just give it to Walton. But it's 1st down and a 1.5 feet.
Because they try to get fancy and we get an interception here.
Yeah.
They don't know that they're screaming out there, the players. And they better call a timeout. We delay game.
Yeah, they're flashing.
There it
goes
is.
the flag. Wow.
Thank you.
I don't even understand that.
It's easy. Just get to the line, give it to 4 on 1.
Wow. Wow, that was interesting.
Took a long time to do nothing, right?
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
But hell, I'll take it.
Yeah, I don't quite get it for sure.
Oh, Mighty Jones didn't get it.
No, wow.
Yeah.
Anyway, after the 5-yard penalty, it's now setting back just past the 5-yard line. Raton, maybe they needed some room to give it to, and now we got a false start, I'm sure. So now they're going to scoot it back another 5.
false
Yeah,
start.
wow. So Raton going the wrong way after getting all the way down into about the 6-inch line. They're now headed 10 yards back the other way.
But the score remains 35-7, Raton's favor.
The first error was a coaching error. That error was a player error. And the coach is not happy about it. He's going to take a timeout and chew on them. And anyway, under 4 minutes to go. Let's shoot it over to a sponsor for a word from our sponsors.
The Eunice Clinic is proud to support the Eunice Cardinals. Go Cardinals! You're the pride of Eunice. The Eunice Health Clinic offers many of the same basic services that many local physicians provide. They specialize in sick care for all ages, women's exams, physicals, health education, lab tests, and diagnostic studies. They're proud supporters of athletic and academic events. The Eunice Health Clinic is proud to back the Cardinals. Go Cards!
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Tucumcari. Beautiful evening here. Nice kind of overcast day that turned into a beautiful night, kind of a little light, cool breeze.
Still still no.
Yeah, it's beautiful, except the bugs. Man, I don't even know
Got
if that
to be your cologne,
I don't
man.
know if that camera could see the bug shot of the lights, but boy, if you could, it's I bet you there's a few million of them up there. Rossendo's trying to twist it around and point. Look at all them bugs. Y'all can see them on the screen. Them things are crawling on my neck and stuff. There's big bugs, little bugs, mighty bugs. Bugs everywhere. Anyway, here comes Raton. Busted play. They're rolling right. They throw it into the end zone, out of bounds, and that is gonna be a turnover on downs, isn't it? Or no? Was that?
I don't know. He keeps creeping. It should be third down.
Man, I got bugs on my head.
That should be third down. It's marking the second down. The first one was delay game. The second was movement, and this should be the third down right here.
Well, but if those delay game penalties and movement, they won't count as a down.
They won't?
No, so I think that is right.
Let me call Charlie.
I'm lost, but anyway, it's the deal's showing
the bugs
second.
got you, huh?
And I got
Yeah,
bugs on me. They're showing 2nd and 10, ball spotted at the 10.
Say that fast 3 times.
Yeah. So 3:43 remaining in the game. It's 35-7. Raton with the ball. 2 receivers to the left, 1 out here wide to the right. They hand it straight up the middle, which is what they should have been doing.
Cuts
for
and
the
moves.
last. And there he goes. Is he in? It's real close.
Back to the 5-yard line.
So he's across the 5 down to about maybe the 4-ish.
Yeah, they say 4.
Yeah, so he's down to the 4-yard line. It's 3rd down and 4. Why does Raton do anything but give it to that guy? I mean, that guy, they'll hand it and do some dumb stuff for 2 or 3 plays in a row.
They could have scored a long time
ago.
ago, get that defense out to get our offense back out there, get it moving again.
Give it to that young man if you're their team. If you're our team, shoot, keep doing all that other stuff. 3 minutes and ticking. They hand it up the middle to the juggernaut.
And he drags somebody in for a
touchdown. And he drags into the end zone.
They just dragged this series out for 45 minutes, seemed like it.
Yeah.
So the score is 41-7. Raton leads here in the 4th quarter. Time remains 2 minutes and 58 seconds. And everything else is what it is.
Yeah. Yeah, it's, like I said, 41-7, under 3 minutes to go. They're going to line up here and try for this extra point. And
it's a quiet
yeah,
night.
it is. Is that just the juggernaut right here? Man, that's a big, thick-looking kid.
Nice kicks up.
Right through the middle, and it is good.
Score is 42-7. Raton leads here.
So 42-7. We'll send it back to our group here for.
Eunice has a friendly small-town atmosphere, great schools and churches, and a low cost of living. The entire community is very involved with all levels of sports and academics. The Eunice Department of Motor Vehicles' new office hours are Monday through Thursday, 7:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m., and Friday, 7:30 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. No testing on Friday. Eunice, a friendly small town with a wonderful community and amenities. Devon Energy is proud to support Eunice High School athletic programs. By partnering with Eunice, Devon is making an investment in the long-term future of the community. Sports teach discipline, teamwork, and leadership. Skills our youth will use to succeed for a lifetime. From the Devon team to yours, Devon Energy wishes you good luck this season, both on the field and in the classroom. Go Cardinals!
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Just had the father of the juggernaut Walton that's out there playing, had him come over and talk to us and say that it really enjoys listening to our broadcast, so we're glad he's listening. His son's a beast. 42-7, 2:58 on the clock. Raton to kick off, and they drive one deep. Monta's going to take it this time about the 10, and here he comes.
Oh,
headed
good
out
block,
the left
good block,
side. He's
get
got
there.
a little room.
Make that
He gets
corner.
around the
Ooh,
corner. There's a
nice
face mask.
And nobody caught him from the back or the front. And they're still on him after the whistle's blown.
And then he got tackled over there.
That's what I'm saying.
Wow, there was a face mask. Even the Raton coaching staff run out there and started talking to their player. They're still talking to him about the face mask. No call. It's not going to make a difference in the game, but that's definitely a face mask.
It might be their first game as well, so they might be kind of rusty on certain situations.
Yeah, they could be. Could be for sure.
So Eunice gets the ball back here with
Yeah. So
Melanson's back there as quarterback with nobody helping him back there, the block.
So here's the snap. Back to Melanson. He's looking down the
Good
field.
throw,
He
good
floats
throw.
one down to Mata. Mata's got the catch, and he's got some space. He's down to the 10, 5, inside touchdown. A 40, 50, 60-yard touchdown pass from Melanson
To
to Mata. Two names that would have long jowl ties connecting for a Cardinal touchdown.
But they've been drinking that Eunice water, so they're doing good now. And
That
there's
is
no
true.
flags on the field. Good job on them connecting, because that earlier in the game, they just missed that play, so they came back to it. So we got another touchdown.
Yeah, so nice pass, beautiful catch, and then a run after the catch by Mata. Nice job. That makes it 13-43. 42. I'm sorry, 13-42. Struggling to get people on and off the field is the Cardinals, trying to get their PAT team on
As
here.
Woods goes back and gets ready to kick
Woods
it.
is ready. The kick is up, and it looks like it is right through the
Yeah,
middle, and it is
call
good. So that makes it 14-41. Just a flip numbers as far as mirrors go on the scores. Eunice gets another one on the board, and a great pass there from Melanson to Mata.
Is one play touchdown.
Yep.
That's kind of the old Cardinal football right there.
Absolutely. Want to shout out to some sponsors while we've got a minute. NMR Pipeline LLC, Dale Bettis, Billy Thrash, and the gang. Stacy down there at the office. Appreciate you guys. BT8 Services and Rental, Chad Howler and the gang. Devon Energy, Bryce Jenkins. I know some other Devon folks, and they'll hit me here in a minute, and it'll dawn on me. But Eunice Wrecker and Rental, John Dean Davis and the gang. Parker Energy, Brett and Penny Parker. The City of Eunice, Mayor Hobbs, the council, Shannon Cummins, Redbird Gas, Bart Parker, Eunice Public Schools, Dwayne Haynes, Rosendo sitting here beside me, and all the gang down there, as well as that amazing fourth grade teacher, Erica Jones. She's pretty good one. Eunice Public Schools, I just said that. Eunice Health Clinic, Leanne Reeves, Elma, Nikki, Brian, Aaron, all that group down there. Appreciate what you guys do. Eunice Pump and Supply, the Nogelmeyers and Matthews, my neighbors. Cardinal Hardware and Lumber, the Davis and Myers family. Thank you guys for all that you do.
That looked too good a minute ago, man. Got my blood flowing for a little bit.
Yep, absolutely. So got a message here, not sure who it's from, but saying everybody have safe travels coming home. So we're sure going to try. 241. I think we're going to try an onside kick here.
Why not, right?
Yeah, might as well. So here it comes. Practice a little onside kick action. We boom it over here to the
we
right
did not
side.
jump on it.
And nobody even got down on the ground except the one young man there.
Number
That's
23.
23. He did
was
a
paying
good job of
attention, huh?
trying. That's Luis Gomez. Everybody else just kind of jogged around looking at it. Got to get down there and get dirty,
Yeah.
especially on this real field. Get some grass stains on your white uniform. 2:40 remaining here in the ball game. It's 42-14. I got my little thingy wrong. 42-14. That ain't what that said just a second ago, huh? It
On
said
the scoreboard?
41, yeah.
Did it say 41?
Yeah, because I was saying the
Yeah.
score was a mirror opposite.
Opposite.
But now there's another point up there, so anyway.
You're
I
going
don't-
to score again here. Who knows?
Yeah,
Let's hope
maybe.
not. Let's get an interception here. Throwing a deep pass right here.
So the Cardinals on defense, ball spotted right at midfield, the 50-yard line. Two receivers to the right, two to the left. They've still got the Walt and the Juggernaut in the backfield. They're not going to give. Oh, they're going to throw it out there to him. They threw it out there to him, and he's rumbling, stumbling down the sideline over for about a 5-6 yard gain. Man, you get the ball to that guy. Yeah. Yeah, that guy is just
He
a
can
different level.
catch it, run it. And he's a senior, correct? But I wonder if his younger brother is pretty good as well.
Shoot, looking at them, they all look good. Thanks, Cam and Belinda Robbins. We appreciate you guys listening, and thank you for listening. Great people there. Eunice, folks, we appreciate you guys. 2:03 and ticking. 42-14 is what the scoreboard says. The somewhere along the line they got an extra point, and I don't know where it came from, but they got one, and so I'll keep mine the same. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. The juggernaut still in the backfield along with the quarterback. I believe that's Matarano back there. They snap it to him, kick it out here to the right side, trying to run a little screen play. They complete the pass, but they don't get much out of it.
Number 24 jumped the play there.
Yeah, Jonathan Caballero. He jumps in there. He's headed to the sideline now.
I want some water.
Might have got a cramp. You better give that guy a banana. Bananas.
So it's 3-6 for the Raton Tigers here in the fourth quarter. The clock is running with 1 minute and 15 seconds left. The score is 42-14 in favor of Raton here in Tucumcari, New Mexico.
Ball spotted about the 46. I think I got some kind of creepy crawler bug crawling around.
Take it off. I'll run the camera that way. We get
down
sponsors.
by my belly button. I'm fixing to start doing some hula dancing and swinging my shirt in a circle. 1 minute and 2 seconds. The ref is saying run the clock. Under 1 minute now. Raton slowly walking up to the line of scrimmage. They are taking their time. Third down, and we'll call it 6. I think the coaching staff's just telling them to run it all the way down. There goes the hand signals from the back. They're going to hand it right up the middle to the juggernaut. He's bobbing. He's weaving. He's still going. He's going to drive forward.
That should be the last game of the
No, because I think it's a turnover on downs.
I thought this was the fourth.
Well, that guy over there had his thing at 4, but this over here says 3. So now they're showing 4th and 2. That should be the game. That should let the clock run. With that said, want to make sure we shout out to sponsors: Cardinal Hardware and Lumber, Ashley Davis, the Myers family. We appreciate you guys and everything that you do. Chris, Eunice Pump and Supply, the Nogelmeyers and Matthews, Eunice Health Clinic, Leanne Reeves, Elma, Nikki, Brian, Aaron, all the gang down there, the Eunice Public Schools, Redbird Gas, Bart Parker, the City of Eunice, Parker Energy, Brett and Penny Parker, Eunice Wrecker and Rental, John Dean Davis, Devon Energy, BTH Services and Rental, Chad Haller, NMR Pipeline LLC, I can't even talk, LLC, Del Bettis, Billy Thrash, and the gang.
Well.
We appreciate all the sponsors and everything you do for us and allowing us to bring this game back to the Cardinal faithful. That is going to be the final here in Tucumcari. Raton beats the Cardinals 42-14. Any thoughts?
We scored points.
Got some points finally late in the ball game. So anyway, a season opener that looks very similar to last season's season opener. So we'll see if we can kind of right the ship and get things going. It's not going to get any easier for the Cardinals next week.
Estancia in Eunice.
Estancia in Eunice. At least we're at home. Appreciate all of you out there listening. Thank you again.
Go ahead. To all our sponsors.
I had people telling me that I'm a wimp because of these bugs trying to attack me. I'm telling you, there's some mighty bugs running around this place. There's a different level bugs around here. But thank you, all the sponsors. Thank you, everybody, for listening. Good night. We'll see you next week.
Same from here, boss. Be careful going home.